do that.
Okay. There's an obvious time to put in Wankel Rotary Engine, Blackstar. If you get Wankel Rotary Engine and Cigarillo, you get triple
In the
points.
same sentence?
Could you? Yeah. You know what? There's a scene I'm thinking of where you could probably put them in the same sentence.
Well, we'll see if we can do that. Okay, we are in fact live.
You are live? Alright, I'm going to reload. I'm going to mute myself here, and I'm going to go check the monitor and see. So you guys chat while I'm away.
Okay.
Amongst yourselves, class.
Yes, here we are trying to work automotive parts into conversation.
So Blackstar, how dare you? You can't reference the game, then they'll know. The goal is to put in this weird word, and then no one. Anyway, so Blackstar.
Yes.
You're only playing this game because I really like the game.
Yeah. Well, it was. I had originally at some point had thought of the idea of doing some things out of Narc and Mai's normal comfort zone, if you will. You know, certain things and certain game types that we do one-offs of occasionally. We had actually done, you know, little cute pirate games and stuff. You know, we'd done a lot of old school things every now and then. You know, side scrollers from back in the day, stuff like that. But this is definitely a departure style-wise. And when you mentioned it, especially the anime version of it, Narc had mentioned that it was really, really good, so that kind of piqued his interest.
No, he hasn't seen the end of it, though, has he?
No, he has not. As far as I know, he stopped playing at some point. So I'm sure for him, either that or he did it and didn't remember.
I don't think Narc's played it. I think Narc has just watched it.
Right.
Oh, that is a possibility.
Reason, it's like a totally different experience when you're playing.
I would agree.
When you do it yourself.
I watched it first. I watched episode 1 first. Like it was a demo or something. I downloaded the demo and I played like 5 minutes. I'm like, well, this is boring. And then I watched episode 1 because I was bored. And then I thought, well, this is actually pretty cool. And then when I played it, man, there's like a whole. It was totally different.
I wasn't sure if there
was
subtext and
game.
Yeah,
it wasn't like when I played it. It was Madden, but
right.
Yeah, and I have not played it, but I watched Funk play parts of it as well as some other playthroughs. So I kind of know where the story goes, and I know certain things, but I don't know as much as Jilly and Funk do. So I'm probably going to be quiet most of the time. So.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, yeah. So as we continue on with this, because we're definitely going to do the whole series. So I'm going to be playing through this for the next several weeks, so we're going to be doing many live streams for this, so thanks to everyone tuning in. I am Blackstar, along with Narcogen from rampancy.net, where I've also got Jilly Bean and Funkmon.
Hello. And happy birthday to Jilly Bean.
Yes, happy birthday.
She turns 19 today.
21 again. Wow, that's awesome.
We should have coordinated that story.
Yeah, we probably should have. In fact, I was going to make sure, because the last time Jilly was with us, she was recovering from some celebration. I was curious.
Yeah.
Are we in that same boat today?
No, I'm much better today. Mainly because I also ate a metric crap ton of food last night as well. And
good.
Birthday cake. So I'm pretty good.
Wow. What kind of birthday cake was it?
Oh, so much food. Well, my little sister made me a chocolate cake.
Oh,
so I had
nice.
I had cake. I had we had garlic bread. We had loads of very middle class food. We had many.
Is that considered middle class?
Vegetable crudites with hummus and artisanal sausage rolls and things like that. It was stunning. So I'm sitting here with some fudge and some Diet Coke.
Excellent. Okay. Funk, I don't know. He never has any food in the house. I have to actually keep ordering him pizza so he doesn't drop dead. So I don't know if he's going to be enjoying it.
I went to a baseball game yesterday, Blackstar, I'll have you know, and after the game they were handing out free English muffins. So I had English muffins.
Nice. How many did you stuff into your pockets?
S'mores flavored.
What?
S'mores flavored. That's
s'mores flavored English muffins.
Flavored English muffin.
That sounds terrible.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know if anybody wants to know.
Well, English muffin is like a normal muffin, but worse, like most things that have English in them.
It's like a crumpet, right?
It's an inverted crumpet. Imagine a crumpet that you actually have to chop in half with a fork.
It's a lot less heavy.
You know what? Do you have an Egg McMuffin in Scotland? Do you have those at McDonald's?
I never have them because they're rank. And
Wow.
flank in this context
Oh my
means
god! What are you, a
disgusting.
communist?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, you know what we probably
Oh
should
my
do
God.
is at some point, I think
You're
we might
outnumbered
do
now,
a
Funk, clearly.
yeah. We might do a series where we'll have to do like a taste off of things so we can get live reactions. Because I don't know if you guys have seen these React to videos, but there's some where they actually introduce all kinds of different food to the Irish. So I think maybe we should do the Scottish thing. We should corner that market.
Definitely.
Yeah, that might be fun.
And I'll send you guys some food as well.
Yeah, that would be
Scones.
Please
Scones.
don't.
because we introduced waffles
No
and
decent
syrup
scones here at all.
and bacon for breakfast over there. And I remember when we talked about it, Jilly's nose was firmly planted very high in the stratosphere in disgust. So the fact that now years later she has actually come over to Team Waffle, that is definitely a nice thing.
I have
So, yeah.
learned from the Americans, honestly. You guys do some amazing breakfast foods.
Thank you. So maybe she can reciprocate. We can try something over here. But anyway,
I've got, Myers with a
there's a
UK
rumor that we're
aisle.
going to play a video game.
yeah.
What for?
Well, the game that has been selected, and I blame Funk for this, is called Life is Strange. So we're hopefully going to be doing live streams for the next several weeks covering all of the episodes. And I have never played it, so I'm completely clueless as far as what's going on. So I'm going to be driving, and all the decisions are going to be made by me, since I've got the controller. And hopefully at some point, everyone's going to get a chance to chime in and hopefully point me in certain
you guys
directions
still
as
there?
far as decision making.
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay,
we
good.
sort of lost you for a little bit, but sound
Yeah.
fine now.
I'm blaming your neighbor's network.
Yeah, those weirdos. They've been
So,
using
all right,
much
so
of it, I can't even
I'm-
connect anymore.
I'm ready to pull the trigger. You guys ready?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, here we go.
Wait, hold on. Before you do it.
Too late.
Son of a...
All right, I'm gonna go full screen here now.
Oh, it was already full screen for us.
It's enough foreplay.
So Life is Strange is a story-based game that features player choice. The consequences of all your in-game actions and decisions will impact the past, present, and future.
I'm already disinterested.
But you know,
You're not,
but
you're not interested in how she's going to impact the past? That's pretty interesting.
it really is, because you've got all these telltale games where you get to make choices, pieces, story choices, and the real big innovation with this one is they realize you always feel good making that choice no matter what you do.
Well, I had a feeling that there was going to be a guilt simulator because this is supposed to be, the story of a teenage girl.
Did either of you, or did any of you, if you play, remember
Where am I?
Don't Know's
What's
previous,
happening?
Game?
No, but I'm aware.
So it played with a lot of similar themes
I'm trapped in a
about
storm?
thinking.
How did I get
past
here?
and guilt.
And where is here?
Tie in.
Wait a minute, she lost her memory or something? Somebody roofied her?
Wait, there's the lighthouse.
I like how you went
I'll be
straight.
safe if I can make it
No
there.
other possible explanation there.
Well, you did mention the
Please let
sexual
me make it
assault.
there.
I don't know if this is going to be a flashback sequence. Oh, okay, so now I can move. Oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. Wow. Okay, I'm hoping I'm not going to have to run at any point because, yeah, definitely a little.
I think the controls are made to make things be nice and smooth and cinematic, but
Right.
it translates as feeling like a lot of mouse bag.
Oh yeah. Okay. Arcadia Bay.
The map of the town.
Okay, so I'm in Arcadia Bay, and we're in front of a giant tornado funnel.
Yes.
Okay, can I jump and end it?
I don't think so.
Darn.
You just really don't feel like I'm sorry.
I just had to joke about it a little bit earlier on.
Come
See,
on,
I-
Nick.
That
You
was
can make
really
it.
lost fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't want to feel it. I don't want to end up on somebody's list.
Holy shit.
Okay, that is a little creepy from this standpoint here. I wouldn't want to be standing next to that.
She seems pretty stable.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
That
James.
was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro.
Oh God, I'm back at Emerson again.
Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black and
didn't fall
white?
asleep,
Playing this as a
and
Scottish person,
that sure didn't
this
feel
is
like a
just totally
dream.
not like what any kind of
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
school is
There
like
you go,
in
Victoria.
Scotland at all.
Why are
Look at this
So,
crap.
This is,
How can I show
don't-
this to
don't know if
Mr.
it's-
Jefferson?
If it is very artistic,
hear the class
or
laughing
if
at
that
me
is kind of
now.
more like what an American school is like.
This
Much
is
more,
more
like,
like-
a
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is more
you know-
like college or something. Yeah.
yeah, so it's more like
this
sort
is
of a
this is supposed
university
to
type
be
class.
a posh, advanced
Because of her
prep
images of
school for
hopeless
gifted
faces,
people,
you
so I
feel like
think it is
totally
supposed to
haunted
be
by the eyes of
more
those sad mothers and
university-like.
children.
Right.
She saw humanity was
smaller,
tortured,
you know,
right?
in smaller
Yeah.
classes.
And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh.
Wow.
Keep that
Okay,
to
they're opening it
yourself.
up quick.
Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me.
Isn't it tight?
Isn't that too easy? Too obvious? What if Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence? She had a
My
brilliant
stream's
eye,
paused.
so she could have taken another approach.
I have to admit,
I should take a
I'm not a
picture to
big
prove
fan
I'm
of her
still
work.
here.
I
Plus, it's
prefer
perfect for my
Robert
portfolio.
Frank.
And I have to get my daily
too.
selfie quota.
He captured the essence of post-war beat America, and there was honesty about the economic conditions of the era, but a beauty in the struggle. You don't have beauty without a beat, which explains why Frank was Kerouac's photographic muse, and both were the great chroniclers
Yeah, I'm
of the
full
1950s. Well,
I'm already.
we've
bored.
all seen that iconic shot of Kerouac on the balcony, and if you haven't, shame, shame. Capturing the romantic urban solitude of the 20th century poet. You dig?
No.
Now, contrast Frank's stark Americana
Now,
with
are
Salvador
we
Dali's
supposed to
surrealist
follow the
photographs.
on-screen prompt
Like
about
Cocteau,
taking the
he was a
selfie, or
true
are we supposed to
Renaissance
wait for
man.
his lecture
And his
to
famous
finish?
Well, that's
self-portraits
just
are
it. I mean,
famous.
this is what-
Early examples of that truly awful word
I
you
would,
pesky kids love so
I
much.
would not be afraid of making
selfie.
mistakes. would
And
be
it's a
my
great tradition, and I
advice.
wholeheartedly fight for your right to self-expression. Or selfie expression.
Is there going to be a test on Monday? Because
Sorry.
man, I'm
I
so
know.
not paying attention to him.
So if anybody wants to question the portrait as modern narcissism, they
I
could
would
go
pay
back
more attention
hundreds
to
of
the
years to
on-screen
blame
prompts and
society.
what he's saying.
Speaking of
Okay, well, I just want to know: is he going to keep
I bet
on
you thought
going?
I'd
Am I
talk
supposed
all
to
the way
ignore
into
him? I mean,
It's your
think
turn to
he is,
lecture
yes.
us. Now,
Okay, 'cause
based on
I
the
can't believe I
chapters,
still
no
have
doubt
this
you've
pencil
memorized,
case. I should
you can
upgrade to
tell
the
me the name of
21st century.
actual process
But
Yes,
I
you
like
should.
it
to
old
the
school.
birth of the self-portrait.
okay. So how do I look at individual things? Oh, okay, so I,
I
can
haven't
move
kept
over
up
that.
with my journal as much as I should.
Oh, read your journal, please read your journal.
Anybody?
If anybody else looked at this,
love
what would they think?
What the Polaroid or?
I love her journal. I love that it's still too damn hot. Thanks, global warming. It's so cheesy. Everything about it is brilliant.
You want to read it for us?
No, I don't think that's going to amuse anyone other than me. But I also love that she has, obviously it's a game mechanic, but I love that she has these random Polaroids of her teacher in her journal.
I don't
which is
think it's
not in any
random.
way creepy.
She's
what-
obviously interested. So
Is it
let's
just
see.
the photos, or are there little like bios behind, or
Yeah,
notes
there's-
behind each
yeah,
of these
there's little
spaces?
bios. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
really?
So what does she say about the teacher?
I was gonna say I want to find out who I am.
My name is Max Cauliflower, and ever since then, no wait.
Okay, she wants to be a photographer.
Yep.
So I assume there's an
Always
underlying
built old
motivation.
analog cameras because she's cool. You know, she's not one of those loser digital camera people.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Laying it on heavy there.
Okay, so pretentious as heck. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah. And she's come all the way to her childhood home to study photography.
Gotcha.
I had no idea this was going to be this hard. Okay, so these are things I
That's-
assume that we have to unlock.
Yeah, so that's
Throughout the game?
essentially your map.
Oh, okay. So I am at Blackwell Academy.
Yeah.
And okay, wow, I can. I had a feeling there was going to be texting at some point. In fact, I kind of expected that to be throughout. So there are 4 people in my life
Yeah.
only. I don't find that accurate for a teenage girl, personally.
Well, first off, there's no group chat in there now. So I had my birthday party last night, and fair enough, I'm you know, as a 21-year-old, I'm perhaps a little bit older
Again.
than these girls.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, the power went out at my apartment. That's,
Wow.
that's a new one.
you
Even
gotta
for
pay
me.
your
This
electricity
does not
bills,
bode
man.
well.
Come on. But yeah, so as a
I do love my
21-year-old,
analog camera.
woman,
I should take a quick picture
have
now.
several group chats, because girls these days are all about the group chats, and she doesn't have a
Just
group chat.
jump
which is
right
very
in with an answer.
unrealistic.
Well, how old is the game now?
I
mean, when
can't
did
believe I
this
It's
still
a
have this
couple
pencil
years.
case.
No,
I should
it's
upgrade to the 21st
late
century.
2015,
But
right?
I like it old school.
Okay, so what we're saying is that middle-aged
2015.
Frenchmen don't really know what
Look at this crap.
American
Yeah.
teenagers
How can
are
I
like
show this to
now.
Mr.
Maybe.
That's what I'm
Jesperson?
saying.
I can hear the
Then
class
again,
laughing at me now.
Maybe, Jilly Bean, you don't realize how poor a lot of teenagers are.
Yeah,
Group
they,
chats cost. Wait, do group chats cost more?
It's hard to do if you don't have a smartphone. Now, I'm at a high school fairly often.
This was in the chapters you read.
And though it is a poorer high school, a lot of the students don't have smartphones.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
it's probably a good
Um,
thing.
But
You did
I
read
don't
the
think
chapters,
she's supposed to
right?
be poor.
no, she's definitely not poor.
Okay.
And most of the people
Just-
in the thing are poor. But you're probably right.
No, they're just some that are richer than her. That's all.
But she is envious of Victoria's phone, right?
Yeah, I think so. But she definitely has
Your
a smartphone.
silence is deafening.
That's true. She has a smartphone.
Okay, in true
I don't know.
teenage fashion, she's going to take a selfie right
I believe
now.
Max
Is
has
that a
taken
real-
what you
is that a
kids
real-
call a
It's an
selfie.
analog selfie.
A
thank
dumb
you very
word
much,
for a
because,
wonderful
she
photographic
uses
tradition.
digital cameras.
And Max has a gift.
Yeah.
Of course, as
I love
you
how they're
all know,
avoiding the
the
name
photo portrait
Polaroid.
has been popular since the early 1800s.
Is that a real old
Your generation
Polaroid,
was
or
not
is
the
that one of
first
the
to
new
use
ones they
images
make
for
now that,
selfie expression.
that work the way the old ones do?
Sorry,
That's a real old.
I couldn't resist.
It's
The
certainly
point
designed to
remains
look
that the
like,
portraiture has always
one
been a
of the
vital
ones
aspect of
from
art
the
and photography
Nazis, I
for
don't
as
remember.
long as it's been around.
No, she gets the other one.
Now,
from-
Max,
it's certainly designed to
since
look
you've
like one of the
captured
other
our
ones.
interest and clearly
I
want to
have
join
one
the
that looks
conversation,
very,
can
very
you
similar.
please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Keyboard.
Okay, so here's my first choice, where I can say either "Are you talking to me?" or "I did know, but I'm sorry, I was like too busy getting
Well-
killed by a boat."
Oh,
Well,
it's the
if-
daguerreotype photo.
If you know,
question, right?
then say I did
Yeah.
know. I guess if you don't, then you shouldn't.
I did know, but
That's my
I kind of
biggest gripe
forgot.
with
You
the
either
game
know this
first off,
or not,
That
Max.
question.
Is there
Oh, no, I
anybody
love
here who
this. I
knows
love
their
this
stuff?
question.
Louis Daguerre was a French
Well, the
painter who
problem is I
created
couldn't answer the
daguerreotypes,
correct answer.
a process that gave portraits a
I
sharp
think this is one of
reflective
the things
style
I
like a
think
mirror.
a
Now
lot of
you're
people-
totally stuck in the retro
Cody
zone.
Miller,
Sad
when he
face.
played through this for a while, was
Very
saying
good,
that he was
Victoria.
trying to avoid
The
using
Daguerrean process
a
brought
couple
out
of the
fine
game's
detail in
major
people's
mechanics, which
faces,
will very soon
making
become
them
clear.
extremely popular
And I
from the
think
1800s
that's a
onward.
real mistake.
The first American daguerreotype
Unfortunately, my
self-portrait
screen
was
is
done by
lagged, so
Robert
I can't see what you're
Cornelius.
doing at the moment, but I'll get there
You
in a
can
minute.
find out all about
Try
him
reloading the page.
in your textbook,
I,
or even.
Yeah, see, I think Jilly is
yeah.
having the same problems that I have when you stream.
And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art
Funk
world.
is trying to
It's
play
great
it like
exposure, and it can
Skyrim,
kickstart a
where
career in photography. So
he
Stella
gets to be
and
the
Alyssa,
character.
get it
So
together.
he knows
Taylor,
the answer. He
don't
knows a
hide.
chance to
I'm
give
still
it.
waiting
But
for your
whether
entry
Funk
too. And
knows
yes,
it or
Max,
not
I see you
doesn't have
pretending
any
not to see
effect
me.
on whether or not Max knows it, and you're playing.
I
as
gotta
Max.
say, I'm feeling sensory overload because I'm trying to follow what everyone else is saying, and I have no clue as to what the hell's going on.
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing ass.
All right.
Yeah, Victoria. Okay, so now I can move around and look at my photo
Damn,
equipment.
they have carbon fiber tripods here. The ball head even has
Pretty
a
exciting,
pan lock.
right?
God, I'm such a photo nerd.
Well, the only problem is that those are actually aluminum shafts. Those aren't carbon fiber. Otherwise, it'd be black. That's a cheesy plastic one. So I'm just a little
Oh,
down
you're
on the
looking at
accuracy there.
At the tripods.
Chrome
Yeah,
plated.
the tripods did not
Nobody
look
chrome plates
particularly
carbon fiber.
high end.
I think
Yeah,
you
that
do
would
if
be
you're a
so.
hipster.
But here's the other
That was
thing,
amazing
Blackstar.
when Mr.
It doesn't
Jefferson
matter
took
if
the
the
class
legs are
picture the
carbon
first
fiber.
week. Even though
the
I didn't
important
want to
part
be
would
in the
like
picture
ball
at
head
all,
and stuff like
it
that.
was fairly
That's
fucking
where a lot
cool
of
to
the
watch
weight
him at
comes
work
in.
framing us.
This
And
guy tripods.
if you have plastic, it's you have bad quality and you get a lot of flex.
Well, yeah, you want it. You want a stiff tripod, but also you want it heavy enough to get a steady shot, but you don't want it so heavy that you're lugging around a boat anchor all day. I get to look at the printer.
That printer is amazing. I'd love to see how it reproduces my pictures.
Cost?
I could pump out a whole gallery
They're
show with that
tons.
thing.
It's like an
When
11
I
by
don't
17, or is
suck.
it bigger? I can't see
Someday.
the screen yet. I'm still trying to load up my Xbox.
Cool.
Isn't that printer digital? Shouldn't she be looking for an analog and larger?
Obviously, Blackwell spent
She might
bank
have a
on the
film
computers
scanner
here.
at home. I mean, even oh no.
Looks like
it's
somebody
not in
was
her
already
room, is it?
working on this.
She
Cool.
loves being lo-fi. Maybe that's why she doesn't have group chat.
Now that would make sense. That would definitely make sense. She also isn't.
So I
very
shouldn't be using
socially
this computer
adept.
then, huh? Let's see.
Well, she
Oh.
can't.
I
They're
think we
using
were
some
prepping
knockoff
for this.
Even her
Lightroom,
school books
like
are gift
Phase One
wrapped.
Capture One or something.
I can't believe
Funk
she
wanted
made
to
fun of
point
me in
out that
class. What is
those
she, 15 years
radiators are
old?
European style.
And people
of course.
laughed.
Yes.
The one I have here in the room with me, it's
Of
not
course,
American.
Victoria has to have the best
What's
of
an
something else I
skills,
American
wanna
most
point out.
expensive,
Like,
everything.
Well, first of all, they almost never exist. But secondly,
What do you do for heat?
This is definitely where cameras go to heaven.
Usually rubs
got a
two
phone.
thighs
They have
together.
those sweet ultrasonic lenses. And look at that vintage rangefinder. What?
What's an ultrasonic lens?
ultrasonic
no idea.
lenses. So on a normal lens, the focusing mechanism makes noise. It goes whap whap whap, usually quite slowly on a cheap lens. Ultrasonic lenses
So cool that we can
are
check
very,
these out
very
anytime.
quiet
The
focusing
Decisive
mechanisms, so you
Moment by
can
Henry
use them
Cartier-Bresson.
while you're taking
That's rare.
while you're doing video.
Any leap of
and
it's
still use
mad
the automatic
respect.
focus.
The amazing
Okay.
Eugene
I had
Smith.
no idea.
Good to
Yeah, they're
see
high-end.
Abaddon
They're-
among the masters.
Though
Golly,
some
of
Micro Four
course.
Thirds cameras
Lots of
have
people
them
I haven't
at
heard
a
of yet.
low price point.
I guess that's why I'm
$250 or so.
here.
Okay, you guys get the stream yet?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'm back.
Okay,
That's
so
one of the that's one of the other reasons I didn't talk to you about Blackstar. I really like this game. I'm also a photo geek, so it opens up and it's like, all right, there's a Polaroid on the thing. If I see a Polaroid on a game, I'll probably buy it. I've only seen it on one game though, so
Every time I look at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
because she is.
Probably.
Okay, can I just leave or do I have to talk to Mr.
Yeah, you can just leave if you want. In fact,
Sweet.
if you do, it's kind of funny.
cool.
This might make a cool shot.
Should I take a photo of Rachel and Amber forever?
Yeah, it's a part of the it's a series of collectibles, kind of. You can take amusing photos.
Well, I just didn't know because certain Japanese animes that Narc and I have played ourselves, the camera was a functional component that was necessary to do stuff. I.e.,
Yeah,
sadly,
it was a-
we were
it was a
like
ghost
trying to capture
banishing
ghosts with
weapon.
it. I didn't know how much of that mechanic was going to be translated to here.
The
I see you,
camera's
Max
very kind of
Caulfield.
arty.
Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
And also, it plays a huge part in the story.
Yeah.
I'd never let one of
Your
photography's
photo-taking
future stars
capabilities
avoid
are very
handing in her
important.
picture.
But it's not like you have to tactfully use the camera. You
Do I
know
have
when
to?
use it.
I just
Yeah.
don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar.
You know
Now,
what?
I know it's a
Maybe
drag
she's
to
so
hear
poor
some
because
old dude
Polaroids
lecture
cost
you,
so much.
but life won't wait for you to play catch
one
up.
of
You're
those
young, the
photos
world
like
is
Yeah.
yours, blah, 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 right?
Yeah, Polaroid
But
film
you
is
do
very
have a
expensive.
gift.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to
You
afford
have the
this.
fever to take images, to frame the world only the
See,
way
if she was a
you
smart
envision
hipster,
it.
she would do what I
Now,
do, which is take
all you
Instagram photos
need
and then print
is the
them out as
courage to
squares.
share your gift
Oh,
with
she wouldn't
others.
use Instagram. That's too
That's
new.
what
She'd use,
separates
like,
the artist
Hipstamatic from 2000.
from the amateur.
They have
was a
kiosks that
great
let you
app,
do
though.
that.
I love
There-
that.
This is ridiculous.
There's
I
actually
always get
machines
so
you
shy and
can
nervous
get
around
at in
Mr.
Russia
Jefferson.
where you can not only print out your photos from Instagram, but you can also buy likes.
Okay, so can I go now? I mean,
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Russia's great.
okay, I can look. I can look at
A
these
lot
people
of
and do
creative
nothing
minds.
else. So, yeah, this is going to
So-
take a lot more than a couple weeks if I can't move this along.
You don't have to take part in everything that you do. And
You can
if you kind of if you want to fly through,
Man,
you
he
certainly
even
don't
has
have
the
to
best
interact with
plasma
everything.
HDTV for a class
I
I
model.
would
love it.
interact with everything.
Can't wait to
A
watch
lot
some
of
more
it is sort of
documentaries on
flavour
this
to the
bad
plot, if
boy.
you see what I mean.
You didn't
Yeah, like
tell
I
me
don't
how
think
cute
this is
I
gonna
looked
have
yet.
a dead end.
I was about
where,
to.
I'm not
Oh,
being
you
a
can't
little
Welcome to the real world.
continue because you missed the
Hot.
thing. I mean,
Then I might send you a
Yeah,
special
the game will
picture
make you
next
go
time.
back and do the part that you,
Because Max wants everybody to see how
if there's something like
She
that.
plays it so shy.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
I hate that class. It's so fucking boring.
Have you ever had that thought, Jilly Bean?
why did Square Enix's name pop
She's so
up when she
fucking
said
shy.
that?
Apparently,
Because they're gonna
apparently we
have
haven't even gotten
very-
through the opening credits yet.
Yeah, they're gonna have a very artistic title. The
Except for
director
me.
instead of as the player character. And I think Life is Strange really, to me, is a game where, yeah, you want to play it as the director and you don't want to role play this game. I think one
Now,
of
who
the
would bother
mistakes
to
I
write
made
that
coming
crap?
to this game was trying to role play it, because it's I don't think the story I think the story has a very set way that it wants to go, and I think if you try and influence the story, disappointed. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Just
I
relax.
feel
Stop
strongly
torturing
the
yourself.
other way.
Oh, really?
You have
Yes.
a gift.
The game's story is dumb. It's my story.
Fuck it.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
do what I want.
Oh, why did I just tear up my photo?
Because it was
Because
dumb.
you're emotional.
Whoa.
Because you're a girl.
When a door
Why is there a
closes,
butterfly in here?
a window
You
opens.
torn up one of your photos. Jilly Bean, you're
something like
interested
that.
because you're a girl here, so you may have had some of these experiences. Like, I would never
Okay,
tear up a
girl,
photo
you don't
like
get
that.
a
No, it's a
photo off
butterfly.
like
There was
this
no
every
saying
day.
It was a
I don't think
Polaroid.
I've
She
ever-
wouldn't have been
I
able to
don't
rip
think-
it anyway,
Yeah.
so...
I don't think I've ever torn up a photo in a bathroom after splashing
Okay.
water on my face.
Now, can I take a photo of the butterfly?
Yeah, I believe you can. But you know, Blackstar, it's a really
Yep.
good point. I would say that is the biggest plot hole in this game.
In fact, you can't...
Nearly impossible to
Yeah,
tear.
you can't rip up what with your bare hands, especially a teenage
You
girl's.
probably have to get scissors to start it, and then
Yeah.
end it.
Not to mention the chemicals inside it would leak out. And why is there a boy in the girl's bathroom?
Wow, I do not know
It's
enough
cool,
about
Nathan.
Polaroids.
Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't
Why
be scared.
use that word?
You own this school. If I wanted,
Sad.
I could blow it up. You're the boss.
What?
So what do you want?
I hope you checked the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich
you
kid.
should laugh.
I know you've been
Because-
pumping drugs and shit to kids around
I
here.
love the dialogue.
I
in
bet
this
your
game so much.
respectable family would help me out if I went to them.
What did he just
Man, I
say?
can see the headlines now.
Leave them
Fitness.
out of this bitch.
Hella cash.
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Whoa.
Get that.
Gun.
What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down.
Ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for
She
this than
said hella
drugs.
again.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun
I've been
away from me,
told by
psycho!
somebody who lives
Whoa.
in Washington that people do say that.
Really?
Out in the
Oh, I know that they do.
Pacific
I just can't
Wow.
stand it. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
we've
thought it
barely
was
gotten
an
through the
old
credits and we've
guy.
already seen a murder.
Yep.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Yeah. Hold on. What?
How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot
hold on,
that
tell
poor
me.
girl. I held up my hand. And then I was back
Oh,
here.
this isn't going to be one of those repeating loop games that just every single time.
I already
Oh
heard this
God.
lecture.
Which is why I was saying don't worry about making mistakes.
From color.
Now Kate is being hassled again. And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real.
Now,
Shit!
can you give me an example of a
Man, I
photographer
cannot
who
believe
perfectly
this.
You
captured
broke
the
your
human
analog
condition in black and
camera.
white?
Okay, if I'm crazy, I might as well go all the way.
Well, don't worry. Apparently, the next loop
Can I
will come
actually
back.
reverse
There
time?
you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces.
So did you see the prompt?
You feel like totally haunted by the.
Left trigger.
I better rewind.
Okay, this is the creepy part where the controller is actually vibrating.
And I
I
take
did
it
it.
the little squiggle tells
I
you how
actually
far
did
you
it.
can go back,
Photographer
right?
who
Yeah,
perfectly
absolutely.
captured
I'm
the
a
human
human
condition
time
in black
machine.
and white.
And
Anybody?
how and why is she a human time machine?
Bueller?
Max, don't
Yeah,
freak
yeah,
out.
Arbus.
Not yet.
There you go, Victoria.
Now she's
Why
telling you not to
Arbus?
freak out.
Because of her
Keep it
images
together,
of
Max.
hopeless
This
faces.
happens to every
You feel like
teenage
totally
girl at
haunted
some
by the
point.
eyes of those sad mothers.
When I
Right.
took my selfie, Jefferson asked me a question.
It
I was
is.
gonna say that, and
If
I
he
didn't
does
want to be
again,
sexist, so
I'll
I
know
let
this
you
is
do
for
it.
real.
Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me.
Wowzer, my old broken camera is new again.
Easy.
Wowzers.
Too obvious?
No, it's not new. It's just
What if
unbroken.
Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty
Okay,
or
can I
innocence?
get up and leave now and say,
She had a
okay, I'm
brilliant
done with
eye.
this?
So,
No, I
she
think
could have
you're
taken
limited
another
to your
Still the same
prompts.
stupid
I
picture.
have to admit.
So
I'm not a
everything
big fan
seems
of
the
her
same as
work.
before.
I prefer.
But now you know the answer to
Robert
the question
Frank.
he asked.
Oh,
Me
there's
too,
a bag. I didn't
Damn
know
it,
the bag before.
everything is the same.
captured the essence of post-war beat America. And there was honesty about the economic
God, it's the
conditions
same
of the
boring
era.
dialogue
But a beauty
over
in
and
the
over
struggle.
again.
Yeah,
You don't
so
have beauty without a beat. Which explains
why
why
would they be
Frank was
forcing you to
Kerouac's
listen to
photographic
this bit of
muse.
dialogue over
And
over
both were the
again?
great
Just ponder that
chroniclers.
over the next couple of weeks.
I believe Max has taken what you kids
torture?
call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift.
I know I'm not dreaming
For a
this.
selfie?
It's real.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
hers-
too
hers
can
tell.
aim the
Early
camera
1800s.
at yourself.
Your
Her
generation.
So I
Art
can
is
go back
amazing.
in time.
Really?
Selfie
Please
expression.
explain also the
What if
photo. I
that
wanted to
girl
mention this
isn't
before, but I
dead?
didn't get a chance to say it. How could she have taken a selfie of the back of her head
Always
looking
been
at
a vital
something else
aspect of
from
art and
behind?
photography for
I need to go to the bathroom
You-
quickly and
so
check it out.
The cameras these
Now,
days have
Max,
these amazing features
since
called a
you've
timer.
captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation,
It's a
can you
Polaroid.
please
It doesn't have a
tell us the name
timer.
of the
It
process
has a
that
button.
gave birth to the first self.
That's it.
I don't know, maybe she had an amazing.
I'm sorry,
break.
but I really have to use the bathroom.
Nice try, Max. But you're not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class.
No, I
Is
really
there
gotta
anybody
pee,
who
dude.
Shit.
knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre
class.
was a French painter
And I need
who
time to
created
save that girl.
stereotypes. A process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good,
wait, she
Victoria.
doesn't even
What if
know
I
who
rewind
that
again
was?
and give him the right
Well,
answer?
that's
Yeah,
the
so-
thing that I didn't
Those
quite
faces,
understand.
making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype.
There's only one way around this.
So you essentially need to use
I don't
your
want to
power
listen to that conversation again.
But you need to use your power to give the right answer. And this, I think, is the real sort of key thing about the game, is you want to
find detail in people's
really
faces,
infuse the
making
rewind
them
power.
extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American to get...
I must have missed something. I should rewind.
Well, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as
Wouldn't
well
it be
as
Louis?
posing. Nice work, Max.
It's French.
Yeah.
The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn
American
more when you
pronunciation
actually
of
finish
foreign
reading the
names
assigned
is
chapters.
inconsistent at best.
Max is so far way ahead of everyone. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor,
Being
don't hide.
feted by the
I'm still
art
waiting
world
for your
sounds
entry
a
too.
little
And
bit
yes,
dodgy.
Max, I see
A
you pretending
little,
not to see.
not to mention flown out and all this other fun
Max,
stuff. Do I need a
you are not
permission slip
crazy.
sign for this?
You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Okay. All right. So.
Now remember, what
Even
did
if
you
you're
do in
submitting
your
your photo
last
for the
clue?
competition, everybody in class is turning in a photo. So I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I'm not avoiding, just
Biding time, waiting for the elusive right moment.
exactly.
Max, don't wait too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Yeah, which
Go
is why I
on.
want to leave.
Don't let me
Excuse
stop
me?
you.
And
Can I
then
go
boom,
now?
You get shot.
Okay, I can previously go to my last action by.
Fitting your photo for the competition, everybody in class
Okay,
is
that's
turning in
weird.
a photo. So, you see the delay?
I know,
Before you
Mr.
chose to
Jefferson.
leave the classroom.
I just worked so
Yeah.
hard in the
Talk to
shop,
him
and I'm
before you
Excuse me,
leave.
Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
I'm trying to
Yes.
prevent a murder right now, and
Excuse
you're
you.
really
No,
holding me
Victoria.
up.
Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
Fine, here, can I go? Wait a minute, am I supposed to give him that stupid John Lennon quote back?
Oh yeah.
What
I'm
I
on top
remember
of it.
what I saw was
I
telling
think
a lot
John
of people
Lennon
what
once
they want
said
to
that
hear.
life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Max, you're on fire today. All the right answers. Good. Make sure you finish working on it by today.
That is not how
I have
teaching
faith
works.
in you.
Yeah. Great, can I go prevent the murder now? Thank you, gotta go, bye.
Yeah, that's what I remember, what I remember ticking me off when I watched.
I hope
people
I have
play,
enough time to
especially
get to the. I can't tell
you're
anybody.
really just manipulating.
They'll think I'm
people
crazy.
by finding out what it is they want to hear and then parroting it back at them.
Yeah.
Except
definitely.
with time travel added, so you're actually parroting them before they say it.
Okay, Max,
Yeah, but I
retrace
think
every step.
In some ways, the first episode is the weakest because there's a
I
lot
washed
of
my
payoff
face.
in later episodes.
I shredded my photo.
But it sort
Then
of,
the butterfly flew
really
away.
plays with a lot of
And
the
I took
ideas
a
about time
photo.
travel, I think. Which is why.
Oh wait, do we have to not take the photo to?
Well,
We need
well, this
them
is happening
Out of this
anyway.
bitch.
I can
Yeah,
tell
yeah, we need
everybody
that choice.
Nathan Prescott
she
is
checks
a
the
punk
bathroom
ass
very
who begs like
lazily.
a little
Oh, they
girl
skipped
and
that.
talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come
Don't
on, put that thing
ever
down!
Tell me what to do.
Wowzer, it's happening again.
People trying to
I
control
need a
me.
hammer to break it open.
Hell,
What?
more
Use your
trouble for
elbow.
this than drugs.
I
Nobody.
need a hammer to break it open.
No,
Missed your
all
punk ass,
fire
would they?
alarms have to
Get
be
that
broken
gun
by
away
hammers.
from me, psycho!
Holy shit, I can't let this happen. If I can reverse time again, I can help
There's a hammer
her.
on the floor.
So yeah, if you pick something up and then rewind, you still hold
You
that
still have it.
object. Yeah.
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble
already
for
have the
this
hammer
than
to fix
drugs.
it
Oh.
up.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they? No way.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
That's not how fire alarms sound.
Not in America, it's not.
Is it not?
Another shitty day.
Not even close.
At best, that's a cheap car alarm.
That did not
That's
happen.
the sound of
This cannot be
wave
real.
machine alarm in my local
I just
road.
saw a girl get shot and then saved her. What the fuck is going on? Do
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
freak out.
Hey, do you hear that fire alarm? That means you should be outside.
I had to use the bathroom.
Girls always use that excuse.
Excuse
Because
for
we've got to
what?
rip
For
up
whatever
photos.
you're up to, your
Right.
face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, missy. Or are you hiding something? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Madsen. The situation is under control. There's no emergency here. Leave Miss Caulfield alone, and please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
How does he know there's not an emergency?
He doesn't.
As far as-
That's what
yes.
doesn't make any sense to me.
As far as he's aware, the fire alarm is going.
So that's
Can
how
I
French
rewind and then kick him in the
sexists-
groin?
So that's how French sexists think American sexism is like.
Yeah. Okay, now I can't run. It's like
Now, what about the dye pack that would have burst on her hand? So
Yeah.
that when
Hold
they
on,
look and
Max.
see who pulled the
Come
false
back here.
alarm, they would catch her.
those don't really
Is that a
work.
thing?
Yes.
Wow.
You
That's
look a little
thing
stressed
from
out.
20 years before this
Are
thing
you
is
okay?
set.
When I was
just a
in
little
high
worried
school,
about my
we
future.
had
You're sweating
our
pinballs. Is that all
janitors
you're thinking
and,
about? You can always be upfront with me,
cleaning
Max.
ladies and
Or have you
cafeteria
done something
workers.
wrong?
The
Is that
union
it?
in charge of them
Well,
had
Max,
a strike for a long
talk to
period,
me.
and the janitor has to be the person to turn off the fire alarm at the school. So in our schools, kind of
I just
not
saw
exactly in the
Nathan
middle of nowhere,
Prescott
but we were a
waving a
good
gun
way out
around
from the nearest fire
in the
station.
girls'
So
room.
whenever
Nathan
the
Prescott.
fire alarm went,
You sure?
the fire,
Yes,
everyone had to
he was
clear
in the
out
bathroom
until
talking to
the
himself
actual
with a
fire
gun.
service came out
I saw
from
everything.
where
He was
they were, which
babbling
basically
like
meant that
crazy.
if
Okay,
somebody
slow
hit this fire
down.
alarm
Slow
while the
down.
janitors were on
So now
strike,
you saw
it was
this
an hour
without
out
him
of
seeing
class.
you.
I was hiding
So
behind a stall.
That just meant that for
I have
a
the right to
solid
be
month,
there.
we
It's
hit
the girls'
fire
room.
alarms all
I
the time.
know, I know. I just want to be completely clear what
it got to a
happened.
point where if they managed to
Mr.
hit
Prescott
10
happens to
off
be
in
from the
one day,
town's most distinguished
the whole day was
family
cancelled because you
and
just
one of
spent
Blackwell's
so much
most
time
honored
standing
students.
outside.
So it's hard for me to
We were
see
in
him
sixth year at the
brandishing a
time, and
weapon
we
in the
were,
girls' bathroom.
tasked with guarding a
So
fire
what happened
alarm.
next?
So you'd be given
Then-
a fire alarm and you had to
then
guard
he
that
left.
fire alarm.
I ran
during
out here
all of
wondering
the
what to do.
breaks between classes, and you had to
Are you
leave
gonna
your
bust
class
him?
slightly
This
early to go and
is
guard your fire
serious
alarm so that
charge.
when people moved between classes,
I'll look into
your
the
fire
matter
alarm
personally.
couldn't be triggered.
Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
That's it?
Let's
After
say
what
I
I
hide
told
in
We'll
you?
Frederick watching
continue
the
this
stream. Thank you for joining
discussion
us.
later in
Hey,
my
hey.
office. Please go outside with the rest of your class now, Miss Caulfield.
Of course this academic
Now,
drone
if
won't
I remember-
do anything since the Prescott family owns Blackwell
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Should I rewind and
His
change my
family is
story?
really rich, so. The game pretty much just tells you to redo everything no matter what you choose at the start, doesn't it?
Yes.
You look a little
In fact,
stressed
pretty much
out.
all of your
Are
major
you okay?
choices, it
I'm-
encourages you
I'm-
to do it both ways so that you can see both outcomes and then decide which outcome
I
you
just
want.
got sick in class.
Well, you sort of see both outcomes.
female trouble.
Except you're
immediately
wandering
afterwards, you don't
around
get
like a
sort of
zombie. And do
the
you think
later
that's the
term
first time a student has used that
consequences.
line on me?
It's the truth. I felt dizzy in Mr. Jefferson's
Just
class.
tell me what you're hiding. You can trust me.
There's nothing to hide. I got sick. It happens, you know.
There's that teen toot again. You know, I've heard enough. Don't think I don't know what goes on around here. You've only been here for 3 weeks and you're already causing conflict. I don't think your parents will approve when they find out. Now get outside with class. Please.
So what it's really trying to
No.
say
How are
He
those
does
even
not
better?
try that
I
at
don't
all.
understand.
Yeah, both of those
I may have
kinda
just
suck.
flushed my
Yeah, so what it's
scholarship
trying
down
to
the
teach you here is that
toilet.
you can see both outcomes.
Yes, I
and
could
neither
rewind
might
and
be a good one,
actually
but you
tell
still
him
have
the
choice
truth.
between them.
You should
Don't
definitely
wander
report
around
his
here.
ass, I don't care.
Get on outside.
But once you leave, that's it. Oh, choice. aesthetically, this game really reminds me of Alan Wake. Did anyone ever play Alan Wake?
Believe it or not, I just picked it up from the sale that they were having on
better read
Steam about
Warren's
it.
text before
Yeah,
he blows
but I haven't played it
the
yet.
music is running out of licensing, so they had to.
Obviously
they're
can't go
gonna
there.
have to not sell it from now on, I think.
No, love Alan Wake.
Yeah, I love it too. And I
Wait a
think
minute, why can't I leave?
Set in the same place or on the
Well, it's set
West
in
Coast.
Pacific
Yeah.
Northwest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on here?
So this is just basically all the texts that you have been sending to this guy Warren. And
Oh God.
Things that Warren
Oh,
is sending to you.
do we need to read all these things? So we.
Maybe it depends on how you feel about Warren. I actually really like Warren.
I haven't met Warren yet, so obviously this is my first introduction to Warren. So.
Yeah.
Now, do I have to type out these texts, or they just automatically arrive?
They'll all automatically happen.
Oh, okay.
So, you are
the characters.
automatically texting,
Yeah. Gotcha.
I absolutely hate Warren.
Yeah. Okay. I knew.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
That's
Every
correct.
guy that I've spoken to that's played this game has hated Warren, which I think is really interesting.
It's a guy thing, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it is.
I could go for a burger now.
There's so many opportunities for me to yell about Warren. I'll wait later.
Cody got a really creepy vibe
I've never
from
seen
Warren,
so many
which
missing
I have to be
persons
honest, I
posters
didn't
for the
get at
same
all.
person.
No, he's not a
Really?
creep. He's just a loser.
Wow.
He's not a loser.
He's an absolute loser.
Little
just
judgy
a
on the Warren.
guy.
Okay, wait a minute. So I can't steal this bike and then run away out of town?
No, you
Okay,
cannot.
my
No,
options
you
are
don't know how
limited.
to ride a bike.
Warren's waiting for me and his flash drive in the parking lot, so I better get back to my dorm.
Wow, so it's actually stopping me from doing a simple thing as crossing the street and getting run over in
Yeah.
traffic.
Yeah, you can't go over to the. Hey.
Okay,
hey,
so
look
where
back at the
am I
football
supposed to
stadium
go?
again.
I mean, is
Look
there
back
a
at the
map?
football stadium. I want to look at that.
Your dorm room. Warren made
where's
Cody
that?
feel things he
There's-
wasn't ready to cope
First of all, there's street signs. But secondly, look back at the football field.
Yeah.
Look.
There's people
Why
in
are
the
there
stands,
in
there's people on the
stands?
bench.
Oh,
I
there's
don't know.
people playing.
Are there?
Yeah, look back. Yeah, there's people on the field.
Well, they're standing there. I don't know if you can call
there's
that
some moving
playing.
Around, wasn't there? I thought there
It
was.
looks like people
Yeah, there
running
are.
around the
There's some
track.
moving around.
There's people
Yeah, they
running the
must
track
be-
around.
Yeah, but I
track,
don't
yeah.
think their legs are moving, so I think the immersion is lost. Now, what are you saying about street signs? I mean,
There
they're
are signs. Walk around, and there are signs that give you
oh,
directions.
there's a sign.
Do you
over
see
here.
there's a sign?
Okay,
there.
swimming pool, parking.
You're supposed to be looking for your dorm, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can also talk to some of the people.
Oh, hey, that doesn't look like a serial killer
I'm
at
actually
all.
trying to burn through this as fast as humanly possible.
Oh,
Dormitories.
Dormitories. There you go.
oh. How dare you?
I'm losing entire minutes of my life I will never get back. Go to dormitories.
So you're not sold yet?
Well, I hate to say it, but this type of game, I think, for the immersion factor it's trying to do, is incredibly difficult to try and pay attention as to what's going on while hearing three people's dialogue in my head over it. I'm sorry. It's just...
I need to go to my
Okay, we'll be
room and
quiet.
return Warren's
Well,
flash
no, it's
drive.
not that. It's just that, you know, for reading all the subtitles... First of all, about me personally, I hate subtitles. I hate reading my movies. I hate reading those things. I just much would rather hear it. So, in fact, to be honest, I would be far more immersed if I was paying attention to the dialogue as people were saying it, and I'd be trying to listen to it as much as possible. Whereas now I'm trying to read it. Now I'm trying to read it over it while listening to them talk, as well
Don't
as
pay
you
attention
people
to us.
talk, all at the same time. And for me, that's sensory overload. That's too much. It's like trying to read a book and have a conversation in the middle of an incredibly loud party, and that's
If I
not
told
something
Warren
people
what's
do.
going on, would he laugh?
So for the game aspect of it, for it trying to bring me into it, everything so far is continuously like taking me out of it.
I feel like Alyssa and I should be better friends.
I hate Alyssa. I
Oh.
hate her guts.
Hi, Max.
Oh,
That's
just
a very
listen to her.
passionate reaction for a character that didn't really make any impact on me.
How are you doing?
Fantastic. I'm by myself reading Chicklet.
Pretty soon I'll be bonding with Victoria at the Vortex Club.
I think you're better off reading Chicklet.
Good point. Now if you'll excuse me.
No.
That sentence is what made me hate her.
Really? I'd just be wondering why it sounds like her jaw's been wired shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anybody interesting here that I have to talk to?
Yeah, talk to him. Sam, is that his name?
Howdy, Samuel.
Well, hello there.
Whoa, okay.
Great.
Creepy guy.
Okay, so that's a
Talk
red
to
herring.
Sam
He
with
can't
purple
possibly
gloves.
be as
I'm always
he
up to
can't possibly
something.
be as creepy as he
Today
sounds.
it's sweeping. Then painting windows.
Windows.
Just don't paint over the posters for Rachel Amber.
You can't color over that sunlight.
What the heck?
What?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm totally creeped out by this guy.
See you later, Samuel.
And watch your step around here, Max.
Nope. Nope.
After I sweep, I paint.
Sounds like Renfield.
Yeah.
That's one of my life philosophies. After you sweep, you paint.
Oh my God. No, I'm sorry. That is a character of which. Wow. Okay. Number one suspect. Not to mention with the gloves.
And
yeah.
he's breaking, not sweeping. Big
Can
mistake.
I give you a tip?
The gloves are a dead giveaway. Why
You'd
do I
think with all
wear
the
'em?
rain here in Oregon, we wouldn't need to water the lawn. I guess Blackwell has to keep the lawn and plants well manicured to look good on a catalog.
Wow.
Can I
Okay.
give you a tip, Blackstar? You
Please.
see the girl that was sitting down on the bench beside Creepy
Yes.
Samuel?
Yep.
Go and talk to her.
No, not her.
No, the other one. Other side. That girl sitting on that bench. Go and talk to her. She looks like she needs somebody to talk to.
Sweet.
Oh,
There's
yeah, I see where you're
Kate,
going with that.
looking sadder than usual. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Max.
You look down. You okay?
I'm kind of over humanity today. Sorry to be a drama queen.
Is there anything...
Max, I'd like to be alone if you don't mind. I'm sorry.
Okay. So you want me to talk to a person who doesn't want to be talked to? Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense. Okay. I assume I can't get
Is it-
in
wait.
here without having a conversation with people that hate me.
Is
Well, you
it
can
not
give it a
better?
try.
Is it not better in that one to ask about class first than to try to bring up, hey, depressed person, you look depressed. Are you okay? I mean,
Well, when I see
don't know how
depressed
much you
people,
wanna
I always say,
spoil
hey, you're not going to kill
Blackstar.
yourself, all right?
Yeah.
That's how I open them.
I'm of
You
the
don't have to
volition.
hide
You guys can
things that are-
spoil away, because yeah.
So basically, the Kate storyline,
No,
it's a very narrow
What are you doing? He's going to find out about the Kate storyline.
Yeah, but
Every
it's a
character
very-
has her own storyline.
Yeah, but
Oh, seriously? I thought I was worried about my storyline. I'm
Like,
sorry.
Kate's
I'm a
storyline
very
is very
selfish
narrow
girl
path.
right now. I don't care about any of these people.
figure it out.
Okay, can I
You're
not
gonna
walk
have
up
to
these
tell
stairs
her.
without talking to annoying Victoria?
You're definitely going to have
cannot.
to tell her to move.
Ugh, jeez.
Oh, look, it's Max Caulfield.
I
the
have a
selfie
feeling
hoe
she's
of
my
Blackwell.
nemesis throughout.
What a lame gimmick. Even Mark, Mr. Jefferson, falls for your wave hipster bullshit. The Daguerrean process, sir. You could barely even say that. I guess you got your meds filled.
I like Victoria.
How did I know she was going to be your
Since you
favorite?
know all the answers.
Sad part
I
is she
guess
looks
you
just
have
like my
to find
sister.
another way into the dorm. We ain't moving.
Dude.
Oh wait, hold that pose. So original. Don't worry, Max. I'll put a vintage
guys
filter
actually
on it
haven't
right before I
formed a
post
human
it all
chain
over
blocking
social
the
media.
door. I mean,
Now, why don't you go fuck your selfie?
Oh, yes, Victoria. I'll get your bony ass out of my way.
I'll admit, I initially thought Victoria was really mean. And she is. Now I enjoy it.
Do you
Okay, just-
understand English? Get lost.
So how can I rewind that if I want to beat her up in the head? So what?
You
what
can't
button?
rewind that conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
That's too
first
far
and
in
the
the
last
past.
time I expect to hear that.
Conversations or which events you can rewind and which events you can't rewind, so it'll always give
That's
you
the
a trigger
first and
if
last
it
time I
thinks
expect to
you
hear
should
that.
Rewind, or if it thinks that, or if it wants to give you the opportunity, it'll give you a trigger.
Okay. Can I
So-
stick the creepy dude on her?
Kind
Well,
of.
that could be. An
Oh, how do I
idea.
do that?
What's he doing now, eh?
I see
He's
a bucket- I
painting
see a
because
bucket of
obviously he
paint.
swept.
Because after I sweep, I paint.
Yeah, that's just creepy as all
Well,
hell.
the door's open.
Oh, wait a minute. I see footballs. Is football something involved here where I have to, like, punch her in the face with it?
No.
You can try and talk to him.
Wait, we're in a cutscene right now.
It just gave you a hint.
After he's sweet.
Because you want him to move.
Yep. So let's see if I can get the football from, then I can throw it in and dump it on Victoria's head. Is that it?
No, I think you're thinking too active.
Yeah.
I am.
Think more like a teenage girl.
Think more like a 40-year-old thinking like a teenage girl.
See, that's just it. I'm sorry. I'm having a real hard time getting in touch with my teenage girl here.
Well,
okay,
look,
if I'm not active, I'm passive. How can I passively dump paint on her? I don't understand that.
you want to manipulate two other people into doing it.
Right. So, okay.
So,
right, so now
I must have missed something.
So rewind all the way.
I should
back.
rewind.
Oh.
So you see how you just rewound past a little dot?
Yeah.
That
Dot
was a
is
significant event.
That is the time that passes. So you got to get him off of
So
the
you rewound
stairs
past it, so it
and
hasn't
under
happened.
the paint.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So can I just like blink my eyes at a cool boy and then have him go like mess her up?
No teenage girl has that amount of confidence in her blinking.
All right, well, I can't talk to these two idiots, apparently, which I find weird,
yet.
because these are the
Samuel
only two
left the
idiots that
door
would
open.
want to talk
Go
to
the
me.
door Samuel left open. I'm just going to tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just go over
please.
there.
This is, I'm sorry, this could take
'Cause I
me
know you
years.
hate your life.
This puzzle took me a really long time when I did it.
Oh, so this is a puzzle then? I've got
Yeah.
to figure this. Oh,
This
okay.
is a puzzle.
I'm sorry. I was under the impression that I'm going through the
What
story.
the hell? Are you kidding?
Okay.
Look at this. Chill, Victoria. It's just water. Yeah, water on my cashmere. Do you know how much this fucking outfit costs?
You look great.
Okay, so
I
what does
can't
the
even
paint have to
chill
do
on
with
the
this?
steps.
I don't know. I thought.
Now she's under the paint.
Oh, okay. Right, it's two-step.
Or, well, now she's kind of under the paint. And you want the paint to splash on her so she can go.
Right.
So
So,
she goes away.
now do I talk to the football jerks?
Nice, bro.
No. I'll tell
Apparently
you what
not.
you do. You sabotage the bucket.
No.
How do I sabotage a bucket?
You gotta wait. You gotta have the bucket on the ground.
So you want to be standing where you want to be when you rewind, if you see what I mean.
No, I don't.
So stand there.
Okay.
And rewind.
Yep.
Fast rewind. There you go.
So stop. Yeah, just let it go. You can. Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Rewind farther.
Not
Just rewind all the way.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Right. So
I don't
now
want to
you
mess
can-
with that ladder and
Deal
hurt
with the
poor
bucket.
Samuel.
Yeah.
I just want to get Victoria.
around.
There
Turn
goes
around.
Samuel da Vinci to paint the window.
Okay.
Now he's got the
Rewind.
bucket. Can't sabotage it.
I can't grab that. Samuel is way
Rewind.
too close.
There you go.
I'll tell you, Blackstar. Other than one in episode 5, this is the hardest puzzle in the game.
Okay, well,
Now
let's see if this
now you have
works.
to turn on the sprinklers to get them off of the steps.
Oh yeah.
So wait, so that doesn't stay done.
well, obviously I ran back time
What
so
the
they
hell?
weren't wet by this
Are
point.
you kidding?
Yeah, I know, but with
Look
the
at
hammer,
that. Chill,
you already
Victoria.
had the
It's just
hammer,
water.
so-
Yeah, but you didn't
Yeah,
hit the switch.
water on my cashmere.
I'm sorry, from my
Do you know how
perspective,
much
I
this
would just
fucking
punch her.
outfit costs?
You look great.
I can't even chill
But
on
you're
the
not
steps.
Punch her as a teenage girl.
Yes.
Silly thing.
Nice, bro.
That's what my purse is for.
I'd have just walked past her.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You know, kicked her maybe on the
She's
way up.
sitting down. She is way too close to my feet. All I got to do is kick her in the head.
Yeah.
No way! No fucking
You
way!
okay, Victoria?
Oh,
And no matter how
Samuel,
angry I
sorry.
was at somebody, I would not
Wet-
have
wet paint is not
sponged,
good for
white
hair,
paint
no?
on a black cashmere.
Get the
Sorry.
hell away from me, weirdo!
Well, I'd have done that.
Hold on.
That's
We'll
a
get some
crime.
towels. We'll be
Wow.
right
So
back.
the
So
first
move
thing I'm
your
doing
ass
with my new
before I
magical
drop.
superpower
It
is
worked.
to ruin some
Don't
chick's
mess
sweater.
with Max, bitches.
Correct.
Wow. Yep, this was definitely,
Well,
from the
that's not
perspective
true.
of a teenage girl.
The first thing you did was save the blue-haired girl from getting shot.
Well, the first thing you did was save your stupid camera.
That is an excellent point.
Okay, can I get in the dorm now?
Why don't you talk to her?
Do it. Well, see, that's the whole thing.
Tell
They
her
said
to
that I'm supposed to go to the dorm. Well, I'm trying to get to the dorm, and now all this thing wants me to do is to talk to people I don't want to talk to.
You guys heard of the
Hey,
term
Victoria.
emotional
What do you
labor?
want, Max?
The idea that women have to do a lot of sort of emotional care and talking to people and things like
I
that.
am sorry.
In a lot of ways, this
That's an
game
awesome
is
cashmere coat.
emotional labor, the game.
It
You've got to
was.
talk to people and care about them.
But there'll be
all the
another.
time.
Well, you
never
always
heard
seem
that
to know
term.
how to pick the right outfits.
Ah,
See,
Let
this
me-
is why
I do have
Black-
some talent.
This is why Blackstar
Mr.
literally
Jefferson
prohibit us
told
from
me.
I've seen your
pursuing a
pictures.
romantic option
You have a
in
great
any
eye.
of our Mass
Richard
Effect
Avedon-esque.
oh, come on, guys.
But you know,
He's one of my
I'm
heroes.
sorry.
Really interesting choice
Setting
you
up
made
those
there.
situations just makes me feel uncomfortable.
You chose to
I hope those
comfort
sluts get me a towel
Victoria
before
to
they
make
hang
her
a
feel
sign on
better
me.
about you getting paint all over.
Yeah, is that a guilty conscience?
You deserve a better shot.
I
Sorry about
chose to
blocking
be
you
mean to her.
and the go fuck your selfie.
That was mean, but pretty funny.
That was not funny
One
at
of
all.
those days,
Let's
you
be
know?
honest.
I know exactly what you mean,
Why
Victoria.
wouldn't Victoria
I'll see you later.
even angrier now? And
Oh, please, she'd be livid if this was actually
I
true.
mean, even if she didn't suspect you were involved. You know,
Well, her
Victoria
friends are
probably
going.
played me.
So
I should have played
It's possible
her.
that Victoria alone
Better get to
is
my room
actually
before.
really nice. Do you guys remember doing that? If your friends were around, you were a huge dick to somebody you didn't like?
yeah,
That's
but
assuming I
but
had
that's because I
friends.
was a huge dick.
Right.
I mean, or that I
But-
am a huge dick. Not that I
But
was
when I see the
that
guys
it was
in
not one
Kmart
when I was
that
alone,
I don't
you know.
like,
See, I was
I'm
never a
friendly.
dick to people that I didn't like. People were always just dicks to me, and that
Victoria is
made
going to be pissed
them
we
less
took
of
so
a
long.
person, not me less of a person. So, you know,
He's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
I'm sorry. I was just never intentionally mean to anybody ever. That's just not me.
He's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
I'd love to make a photo collage of every person who've posted these. Man, people here are merciless.
So wait, look at that poster. So safe, not sorry. Matter how much you like each other, one slip up can change your life. You have a choice. There's nothing wrong with waiting. And then the graffiti on it is see Kate's video for proof. So
Great,
remember the
slut shaming.
slut shaming. Do you
more
remember the
importantly
depressed
than
girl?
that, take a look at how the guy wrote 10 p.m. on the ripped off thing there. Can you hear me? Yes, we all can. That one
Yeah, big
is
flag.
an obvious European one.
Is it?
That is not an American
Yeah.
one.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. An American one would either be a simple line up and down, or it would have had the little carrot edge just on the upper left, and it would be underlined at the base.
Right. In
So-
America, that's
I mean, that looks like a
70
Cyrillic. That looks like a Cyrillic L. It's so.
It looks like a carrot
it's
to
flagged
me.
so long.
Yeah. And,
But I'm
and
learning
another
so
thing
much.
is the F, the F that they do, the cursive F and after and floor,
Yeah.
that's also a hallmark of particularly French handwriting,
Yeah.
not American handwriting. They wouldn't do that.
Nope.
All right,
Ah.
that's it.
Wow.
It's
I've
the little
noticed- yeah,
details.
I've
Well,
noticed,
see
like,
the
American handwriting is very blocky.
see the date 10 a.m. 5 p.m. right there. That would be more U.S. style
You're
than that.
It looks like that was American writing.
Yeah, same. So the more you
74
know.
Hemingway. You get it?
But,
Hemingway.
Yeah, Hemingway.
Did you see
Whoa,
that?
wait
Did
a
you see
minute.
what they did there?
I did not get that until right now. I always thought.
So can I pull the fire alarm
there was
again?
bad kerning,
Why is it pointing
and
out the
was
fire
like
alarm to me
30
again?
I
That's
had
an
no
alarm from
idea.
this
I had
century.
no idea. See, now that's a different model of fire alarm.
Okay, am I gonna have
They
to check
live.
every single poster in this place?
You don't have to.
Well, see, I'm waiting to come across something as like, oh, you needed to do this, and since you don't know that this poster told you
No,
that you had to be
It
here
will
at such and
never
such
do
a
that.
time.
The game forces you to
the-
do the things that are required.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I can just breeze through this and figure out
Yeah,
where the heck.
Yeah. You do not need to worry about making a mistake. Is the only thing I will say.
It's not so much a mistake as it being shoved down a path that I
Home sweet
can't
home,
come
my
back from.
favorite cocoon.
And yet I'm loath to constantly be doing this over and over again, which I guess is the wrong perspective to
What?
take from this game. But it's just from, the limited time option. I'm just worried of us running out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if
See what your
maybe
mom said.
Funkmon wouldn't agree, but I don't think personally. I think there is only one path in this game. I think the idea of it being a branching storyline is kind of misleading. I think there's only one path. I don't know if Funkman would.
There is one path. Yes, but with different
nuances, enhancements, side things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for example, one guy may be dead at the end of it, but he's not an important part.
Gotcha. Okay, so how do I check my mom's journal in this thing?
It's back. And then you press the right bumper to get to the SMS tab, which, by the way, no one has ever called text messages in America. No one has ever called them SMSs.
Yeah. I'm going to text you. It's not SMSs.
So, do you remember how your choice with the principal when you told him that you were just feeling ill?
Yep.
Now your mum is unhappy with you.
But I'm a teenage girl. My mother's always going to be unhappy with me.
And you clearly haven't talked to her in 2 weeks. It's probably not a big deal.
Also, she said happy birthday and you said nothing in return.
Yep, apparently.
And how'd she send a, 250 character SMS? That's what I want to know. All right, anyway.
They automatically segment.
Instant film is so damn hard to find and expensive now.
Yeah, which is why it's
But I can't
unrealistic
help
to
it.
you to
I'm
be
analog,
into it.
Not digital.
Hey, have you guys seen a pop can like that since the 70s?
See, I love how he says pop can, too.
What do you mean?
So, as opposed to soda. That's a regionalism that you have in the U.S.
It's a pop can.
You want to know
Where-
a British regionalism? In Scotland, we call it juice, and nobody else in the UK calls it juice, apart from
You call
Scottish people.
pop juice?
Yeah.
You call soda juice? What do you call juice?
What do you call juice? Yeah.
It's juice. Everything, like any
They're all juice.
thing you drink is juice.
What?
What if it's water?
Yeah.
Like some people would call that juice as well.
What about lemonade?
Juice.
What about beer?
Beer.
Pudding?
What about vodka?
It's so nice to just relax.
You can have an
This
alcoholic
day has been
juice.
so damn bizarre, and it feels like it has gone on
What
forever.
about Jello? Is Jello juice?
Maybe I'll just wake up now and find out I was
Yeah,
dreaming
right,
all of this.
What
No,
you
no,
just
Or
said
like
it's a
Poe
type of
said,
juice.
a dream within a dream.
Okay.
Juice is juice.
See, that's the whole, British calling a flashlight a torch. Then what do you call a torch? Because in the U.S., when
what do
you
you
mention
call a
torch, it's a burning stick. Whereas
yeah,
when we call a flashlight, because it's a light that flashes. And but we call a torch an actual torch. But if you go to Britain, they call a light source a torch, which is terribly confusing.
How often are you in such a context that you cannot tell whether or not you're talking about a torch or a torch?
And anytime somebody mentions a torch, the first thing that I have in my head is a burning stick. So when somebody says, "Quick, turn on the torch," it's like, what? How can you turn on a burning stick? It just literally makes no sense. And why is she sitting around here just looking around the room
Because you
aimlessly?
pressed lay on bed.
Right. And she's just going to continually do this? Sweet.
Yeah,
So,
you can
all right.
probably
Well,
get
thanks
up if you
everyone for
want.
watching the stream. The game is now over. I'm now relaxing in my bed and will now continue to do this forever. Next to my teddy bear. Watching this
My
light at the
ex-girlfriend
ceiling.
had bed sheets very, very similar to that.
Okay, I got a real creepy vibe from that.
Yeah, but
no,
somewhere
90s.
Around, like
That's
2010, purple and zebra print. Was
yeah,
very
that's a
popular.
90s thing. That's not an 80s thing so much. Okay, so I will literally be sitting here doing nothing this
You
entire
can
time.
Make her get up. There you go.
Wow.
She just had a little introvert moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so you're there to
And
get your
Warren's
flash
still
drive.
waiting.
I'm sorry, what Jilly about the flash drive?
You're there to get your flash drive so that you can give it to Warren.
Right, so where did he hide it? Did he hide it in the plant?
No, he didn't hide it. Where would you put a flash drive?
If I was a girl, I'd probably either put it in my pocket or I'd put it in
Girls don't
my,
have
my
pockets. You
computer
should know
or
that
my
by now.
drawers or something.
Max and Chloe, best friends forever. Who even says that anymore?
No,
I'm
they
going
say
to have to call
BFFs.
Chloe eventually and find out what she'll say. The longer I wait, the worse it'll be. Idiot.
She's very critical of herself.
Yeah.
Is that common to teenage girls?
Yeah.
I think it kind of is. Maybe.
Welcome to the real drama queens of Blackwell.
Oh, Juliet, this is so stupid.
So I take it I can't get through without talking to her.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you have to tell everybody to move. That's how the game works.
Yeah, see, that I'm not a fan of.
Is everything cool?
Oh yes, Max. I've locked Dana in the room because we're cool.
I love this character.
This is kidnapping and illegal, and she would be going to jail doing this.
What did she
You clearly
do?
haven't hung around enough
What
teenage
didn't she do?
girls.
No.
Dana's been sexting with my boyfriend.
Ouch.
Do you
How
guys
did you
remember
find
the
out?
first time you heard the word sexting?
Why do you care?
Yeah.
Why
I
are
was
you even
cringing then,
asking
too.
me?
Yeah.
You never talk.
Same.
Just zone out with your camera.
Don't remember.
That's why I'm talking to you now.
What's my last name?
I know what it is.
Can I really answer that question in a different way? Yeah, I have no idea what the hell this chick's name
Yes.
is. Mason.
Go for it.
Remember, you have the
Juliet
rewind time.
Mason.
That was truly sad. Thanks for your concern, Max Caulfield. By the way, Juliet Watson.
Don't care.
Now you have to go back and tell
Do
her.
the conversation again.
Answer, you wuss.
Hey, Juliet. Is everything cool?
You can press
yes,
the right
Max.
bumper to skip through to the new part.
Juliet Watson, you be nice.
I'm flattered. I didn't even think you knew my name at all.
Of course I do.
Thanks. I locked Dana in because she was sexting Zach, my boyfriend. Unbelievable.
If you don't let me out, I will scream.
So if I just sit here forever, will it just continue to cycle different things to say?
No, you're still going to have to choose between how do you know and would Dana do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
Victoria Chase. You know her.
You could say that.
Ugh,
But
Victoria.
why would Dana go
He's
after
great.
your boyfriend?
According to Victoria, Dana would do anything to date a quarterback.
According to Victoria. Huh.
Because
She
they're
saw the sex,
biggest babies.
And Zachary won't answer his phone. Once Dana admits it, she can go.
I do not
Straight to
understand
hell.
the rules of hand eggs, so I'm totally lost.
I don't understand the rules of teenage
It's,
drama. So
Broadly speaking, similar to rugby, but with a forward pass mechanic.
So can I get her to move or not?
No, you've got to go into Victoria's room, I think, to find out why Victoria thinks somebody stole somebody's boyfriend. I've already lost the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this is your
Dana-
game, guys. So-
Dana was sexting Zach, or at least Juliet thinks so, and Victoria
I can
told
help
her that.
Dana.
And we know
check out Victoria's room to
lame.
find out
See?
if she is the kind of person I hope she's not.
So now you got to find Victoria's room, and then try and get proof of her lying to Dana. Or sorry, Juliet.
So I'm breaking and entering.
Yes.
Okay.
Her
Well,
room's
it wasn't
twice
so much
as
breaking.
good.
It was more
I'm sorry. I've got too much respect for personal property. So if this was me, I would not even be here. And if anybody was in my room stealing my flash drives, they'd get a punch in the face.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a huge invasion of privacy. But I assume that they
totally
something beforehand.
And on so many levels. And now I'm snooping around this strange person's. I feel so bad about what's going on right now. And obviously for these girls, they don't care about this kind of stuff.
Oh
so,
man, this is so wrong.
Sorry, my cat just fell off.
I better find proof fast.
Did you get a Polaroid of it?
No, I missed getting a Polaroid of it, sadly.
Darn it.
But you cannot play this game with your personal morals. You have to
No,
play
I
this
know.
game
I do.
with the morals of what a 50-year-old French man thinks a 16-year-old American girl's morals
Yeah,
are.
that's the whole other thing that's kind of messing me around, saying what is their motivations for even doing this, or why couldn't they just hire actual teenage girls to actually have a far more accurate representation of the world they're trying to create?
You're not a criminal.
In the
You're
new
a ninja.
game, the new
so
prequel
move.
game, they did hire an actual American girl who was recently a teenager to be a story
I'll
person.
give Victoria
Now,
props
let's
for
be
not posting
clear.
my photo.
Looking at the about
and for
page
this nice
for the
shot.
developer, the only
Boom.
female
This
in
is
the
the
upper
email I
management
need to show
is in the
Juliet.
marketing.
Now I have to
department.
print this fast and,
and
get
they
the hell
made
out
a
of here.
point of saying that they don't need to understand what teenage girls are like, but it was useful to, I believe the quote they gave was, have one in the writer's room. Not like collaborate with or hire a female writer or something like that, but to have one around, as a prop, kind of.
This better convince Juliet that Dana is
I
innocent.
think prop is probably a very good explanation. Now, Ashley Birch is the person who did it. I don't know if you know her from Hey Ash, What's Your Plan, Blackstar, but Ashley Birch is the person who is in the writing room for the prequel, and
Juliet,
she voices
read
a
this.
character in this, but she can't because she's on a strike. But anyway, the point is, she's a very talented writer, but I still think you're right in that she's a prop because the fans
I'm an asshole.
probably just wanted her back in the game.
You
but
are.
She couldn't be in
and
the
I
game
hope
because
so.
Because of the actor
You really
strike.
think I'd mess around with Zachary?
No.
So she had to be in
But
there
I get
as a writer.
stupid jealous. I owe you dinner.
I don't think
Still
they
love
credit
me?
her as a writer,
And
though. I think
you
that's
do
the
my
problem.
laundry.
Thanks, Max.
Well, we'll find out.
You're like the Blackwell Ninja. Now let's see what Zach has to say about Victoria.
You set me free. Thank you. Warren's flash drive is on my desk.
Right, they obviously have no problems with you breaking and entering and getting invasion of privacy and printing out other people's emails and everything. They obviously don't care about any of
I'll go
that.
see Warren.
You cannot survive in a college dorm if your idea of personal space is quite that tight.
Sorry.
It will be hell. I mean,
I'm sorry. Going into somebody else's room, going into their computer, getting into their email, making out printout copies to give to other people.
Okay,
I'm sorry. That's not tight. That's normal.
Fair enough,
Okay.
yeah, fair enough. That is far.
Oh, okay,
That is
okay. I'm
far.
sorry to call. I'm sorry if I'm the weird one. I don't know how many college dorm rooms you broke into to read other people and print out copies of their email, but I'm sorry. I feel wrong about that, and the fact that they don't worries me. So.
Hey,
One
Dana.
time when I was visiting
Seriously,
my girlfriend in
thanks again.
college,
I can't believe Juliet locked
her
me in
friend
my
just
own
walked
room.
in on us.
Real
We
mature.
were sitting on her bed, not doing anything weird, but she just walked in on us because she didn't know I was there. So apparently, it's not
Poor
a big
Juliet
deal,
gets her rage on.
at least in her little
I hope she doesn't kill
quad
Victoria.
area.
Zachary
where
should
people
worry
just
too.
Open doors without
As if I'd
knocking.
let that ego-cased jockstrap touch me.
If I've learned
But I bet
nothing
Victoria
from
would be
Ask
all
Reddit
over that
threads,
action.
it's that
Or has
lots
been.
of things
Max,
happen
you're smart to be
in
a loner
American
here.
college dormitories.
Though Warren obviously likes hanging with you.
I just want to know where I get Mr. Stabby and I get to start killing vampires, because that's my real only motivation here.
Episode 5.
He's a good guy. A geek like me.
You
Oh,
saw
so
the files in
Blackstar,
his
you
flash
think
drive.
Warren's a good guy?
Tons of crazy shit. Films I've never even heard of. And in a special
Interesting.
folder called Max.
I think she thinks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
I don't
Are you
know him well enough to
blushing?
judge.
Go ahead and grab the flash drive whenever.
I just want to get my thing and get the hell out of here.
Well, do something first. Look down. Look at the pregnancy
Oh,
test.
don't do that. Don't do that. That's
Look at the pregnancy
invading
test.
her privacy. Don't do
But
it.
you
Well,
can rewind
see,
the
see that
action.
that's just it. I'm sorry, Funk. That's exactly how I would feel if I saw a used pregnancy test on the floor. I'd be like, "Ew," and just completely
Pregnancy
move
tests
on.
are-
So
This
Maybe
is the
I've
thing.
got like PTSD from those things. No, don't even get near it.
This-
Throw it
no,
out the
no.
window. Don't even let
Do
her
the
look at
pregnancy
it.
test and then rewind time so that you have the knowledge without
No,
having
don't
done
do
the
that.
action.
Oh,
I
so
don't
this
wanna
is
know.
the
Okay.
cheaty thing.
This is
Morally
what
speaking,
girls would
no.
use this power for. Yes.
Maybe, but
Gossip.
morally speaking, the fact
power
that
of
everybody else
gossip.
thinks you've undone the action hasn't actually undone it. You've looked
Must
whether or not
protect my
anything
precious,
Right.
so Max never
Yeah,
has to
but
chase
then
it down
you don't get
again.
the anger of the person seeing you looking at their pregnancy test. This
It's
is
up-
what I
it's
would
up to
use
you,
the rewind
Blackstar.
power for. As a girl.
But see,
I'm
see,
telling
that's
you,
just it.
hand on heart,
That
the
just
power
go.
of gossip.
Well, see, that's just it, and that's why girls are incredibly mean and evil, and they think the rules don't apply, and
Okay,
and
all right. Well,
This is
They
the
can't
father
handle
of
guilt.
1,000 stand-up routines, but it really does show a fundamental difference where a guy's attitude through life is don't ask, don't tell.
yeah, kind of.
okay, I will view it from a game design perspective, which basically says you're always better engaging with content than avoiding it, because nothing interesting happens when you don't do a thing. So,
Well, this is true, but at the same time, it's
so-
it's
so
it's basically
rewind
Jilly
it or
wants me
not?
to use my time warping powers for
okay,
evil.
but that's a second
no, for
decision.
gossip. Gossip is
That's
not
a
evil.
That's a
Yes, it
second
is.
decision. You can look, and then you decide whether or not the reaction makes you want
That
to
looks
rewind
like
or
a
not.
home pregnancy test.
I got that from the thing where it said pregnancy
Pregnancy
test.
test.
So wow, thank you, Captain Obvious.
Maybe it's a doctor pregnancy test.
That's
not a home
crazy.
one.
How many homes get pregnant?
Please explain to me
Max,
why grabbing
that's mine.
somebody's stick that
Thank
they
you.
peed on is a good thing.
You're not
I've
helpful.
often,
You're just
wondered
nosy.
in like films
I think
and
you better
TV
go.
and things when they pass the pregnancy stick around. It's like, do you guys not realize how
But who-
hard
Nice,
aiming
Max.
is?
You hurt her
But
feelings
who
by being
uses
so
that and
damn
then
nosy
leaves it
again.
out like
Well-
that? I mean,
Well,
But I
A-
couldn't
So,
want to
you
make it
know
up
what?
to
She's a
her.
drama queen. She wanted someone to find out
Well,
about it.
not to mention the fact that she is now complaining for the exact same thing that I did for her, which is break into
Yeah,
somebody's room,
exactly.
break her privacy, and now all of a sudden I'm doing it to her and she's complaining that I'm nosy.
Yep.
You
The thing-
hypocrite.
Let's engage whataboutism.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. If she feels great about me doing it for her, and yet
Okay.
she feels really not great about me doing it to her, I'm
Did we
sorry.
actually
That's
get
wrong.
Did we actually get any information out of that?
I
No.
don't think you did. Yeah, look at the
Well, look
notes.
at the
I
clinic
assume
note.
Dana
Yeah.
kept the appointment.
Dana Ward, 2:30 p.m., October 2nd.
Okay.
Center for Women's Health and Fertility and Pregnancy and Childbirth. So obviously, for whatever reason, yeah, she got knocked up and now has an appointment to take care of it. Ooh, to be honest, as a guy, the only thing I'm really
Maternity
interested
book.
is
Maternity book.
No, I want that can of Pringles.
I want Pringles, man.
I
Yeah,
thought you were talking
I want
about
some
the
Pringles so hard.
astrology magazine with the half-naked women on it. Oh my, sorry.
No.
It's just
That
what
just
I
looks like-
assumed you were looking at.
Nope.
That just
nope.
looks like Cosmopolitan, isn't it?
It's
Nope.
Astropolitan.
Badum-tish.
that is amusing.
Yeah, we need to
I
get a
enjoyed
rim
that.
shot so we can put that on the stream.
Why
Blackwell
does Blackwell
Academy.
Academy have a swimsuit edition? What is that?
Why were
It's
they
their
called the
swim
Otters?
Oh, okay, fine. All right.
Did they like breaking up little things on their chests?
And also, the year of this was in like 2013. This is set in the past, even when it.
The Fighting
Okay.
Otters.
Sorry.
Please explain to me the toilet paper.
That's
Looks
toilet
like
paper.
nobody won this
You use
tooth
it
you
to
wore.
wipe your ass.
There's
man.
nothing left but ghosts.
What's wrong with you?
No, I
I
mean,
used
look,
the three
why do they
shells.
have it strewn out over here? And God, I hope it's not used.
It was a TP
Use it.
fight.
It's a college dorm. You're lucky there's not toilet paper everywhere at all times.
Luckily, there's
Okay.
not period blood smeared on the thing.
Ugh. Apologize for that, viewers. We have Funk is a very sick man.
Where
I've
have
seen
you
that.
been?
Don't know.
Okay,
Those are my
so
girlfriend's
now that I've got the
photos.
drive, am I going back to my room to figure out what's on this thing? And
No, you
If
gotta
you
give it to
have it,
Warren.
you can go to Warren. You can go outside to the car park. But
oh, can I? I
doing
thought
that
I had to
is-
look at it first.
Oh my God! Go back, all the way back.
What?
Look at her thing.
Pie.
Warren should be all
I
over
see his
Brooke.
pie.
They're
It's a joke.
perfect for each
Pie.
other.
And she even put /Brooke at the bottom. They're really trying to force her being a nerd.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't think they have to force it. Okay, so now I want to escape my dormitory here.
yeah.
And
So this is like the final sequence of this chapter, if I remember
Really?
correctly.
No, it's
goodness.
not this. No.
darn it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know. We'll find out.
It's not even close.
How much further do we have to go?
You're halfway.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought we were much further than that.
Damn, I better
Hey,
rewind.
rewind that. You better rewind that and not change anything. All right, let's watch it again. Listen to the sound. Listen to the sound.
Get lost,
Don't
hipster.
talk to him.
I'm not doing. Fuck this shit.
Ow! That hurt.
All
Put that ball through.
Rewind it. Let's watch it again.
I could almost feel sorry for him if he wasn't such a
Turn around.
serious dick.
Turn around.
Poor Juliet.
Turn around.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling that you wanted to do that.
You can tell her to move if you want.
No, I
because you
wanted to
know
pick
that
up the
it's
ball and throw it at her myself, but apparently that didn't seem to be an option.
If only that. If that were an
Girls don't
option,
throw
this game
balls.
would go up a full point.
Hey.
in my
Whoa!
reviews.
Now that's sexist. How could you say that, Jilly Bee?
Developer's point of view.
Okay, so again,
Really?
middle-aged
Yeah.
Frenchmen don't think that teenage Americans throw balls.
Yeah.
They're women.
I just have to jump away for 2 seconds because my cat is shouting
Victoria.
because she hasn't been
What a
fed.
hero.
I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay, as she goes to feed her pussy, we're going to be continuing on here, trying to find
So
out.
Victoria said, "By the way, thanks, but we're not friends." What was that other text message? Oh, Warren's still annoying you. See what he said. Oh.
He said, bye.
Ooh.
Important plot point.
I bet it is.
I always get a little giddy when I think about having my own room here.
Really? Why does she get giddy about having her own room here?
Well, she's always wanted to go to Blackwell Academy for photography.
Okay.
Yeah, but how did she get a single as a freshman? That's the ridiculous part. I mean,
So don't
She's not a
think
freshman,
I'm
she's
blind.
18.
I
She's
see
transferred in as
everything
a
here at
senior.
Blackwell. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, and leave me alone.
that doesn't happen.
Why do I get the feeling
You
he's
can't
going to be
fool
the
me.
sexual assault
I know
jerk?
everything about this school. I cover the waterfront. So you better figure out what side you're on.
Please, leave me alone.
Cover the waterfront?
The waterfront, man.
Yeah, it's all happening at the waterfront. I don't have no idea what that means.
What is that supposed to mean?
Maybe at
no
this
clue.
school,
Hope you enjoyed
they
the
don't
show.
fight at the flagpole.
Thanks
they
for
say
nothing,
3
Max.
o'clock. Waterfront.
Waterfront.
Be there.
Man, I should have stepped in between Kate and David. That asshole was so over the line. I could rewind and try something different.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
Speaking of sort of interesting
So don't
ethical
think I'm
choices,
blind.
I think this one's really, really interesting. And I think this really
Hey,
demonstrates
why don't
the
you
fact
leave
that
her
there wasn't
alone?
a woman in the writer's
Excuse
room, which
us,
I didn't know
this is
before
official
this,
campus
but I think
business.
this choice
Excuse
really kinda
me, you
highlights
shouldn't
that.
be yelling
What
at
would you have
students
done?
or bullying.
There's
Hey,
no
nobody
choice
is
here.
bullying
If you're
anybody.
a girl,
I'm
I
doing
think
my
there is
job.
No,
No, you're
choice
not.
Here. You just would not
You're part of the problem,
see
Missy.
a young woman
I will
with an
remember
older
this
man
conversation.
Acting in that way, you would not leave that situation unchallenged.
You wouldn't take a photo for evidence?
Yeah,
Max,
yeah,
that
thank
was
you. That was
great.
my
I think you
point I
scared him
was
for
going to
once.
do.
I have to go, but
Before
thank
now
you.
start
It
recording
means
it,
a
Oh yeah,
lot.
everybody in this
Anytime,
game
Kate.
needs a body cam. There's no question.
Like,
By the way, if
Well-
Sophie is still there, hi Sophie.
I felt like
Sophie
an
was looking
everyday
for someone
hero
in the chat
helping
2 minutes
Kate,
ago. I
but
don't know if she's still
now
there. but
Officer
if you are,
David
hi, welcome to
Dickhead is
stream.
after
Hope you
me.
hello,
enjoyed.
Sophie.
Maybe I should rewind and mind my own business?
Like that, no, just that question would never occur to a girl or a woman. I think having seen that kind of interaction, in my opinion.
You would hope not.
I just can't understand exactly why they have to be mutually exclusive choices.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Then also I don't get it. Why couldn't you just take a photo and then walk up holding the photo in your hand and saying, "Get away from her, dickhead"?
Yeah, I mean that's what other girls would have done, or at least I would have assumed that they would have done in that particular situation.
Yeah, you could
I
have done
think-
that as well, but you
yeah.
would have, you totally would have interfered to help that girl feel less threatened.
think-
because
well,
you
right.
know
Some
how
of the
terrifying.
Oh no, that I
it
agree.
is.
It's just like
the-
why did that become a mutually exclusive choice? It's like take a photo or intervene. Why can't I do both? Both
Have you seen
seemed
some
like
of the
a good
gameplay
option.
Of the prequel, Jilly Bean?
No.
No, I haven't.
There was a
Well,
wait a minute. There's a prequel to this.
scene where a very similar scene where you don't get the option and another girl comes to your rescue. Except you're in Kate's shoes in that situation.
See, I'm trying to figure out a way I can get the gun so that when I do get assaulted, I can shoot them.
You have the option.
I'm glad
Cool.
I stepped in that time.
That's very American.
Can't stand to
Sorry.
see people being bullied.
Gun control equals 2 hands. Come on.
That's it. Thank you. That's my motto.
Hey, walk around the parking lot and look at the license plates. I'm not going to give you hints. Just do it. They're all Easter eggs.
Partially, they were looking for this participant/observer dichotomy with regards to taking photos or being a participant. And the other thing, of course, is I think for drama, they deliberately draw out any chances of directly confronting bad behavior, mostly by adult males in this game, towards mostly
women,
teenage females.
Do you think they're doing some projecting?
Maybe.
You think?
Yeah,
maybe.
Okay, this one's Quantum Leap.
Yeah, Quantum Leap. Great show. Scott Bakula.
Yep. Twin Peaks.
Yep. Not a good show.
What are you talking about?
Not Scott Bakula.
I have to go find Warren. He's looking back at flash drive.
What you talking about, Willis?
Broadchurch. That's a.
Oh yeah, that's the British one. That's a great show.
Right, with David Tennant, also not Scott Bakula.
You know that they made an American remake of that also with him, where he just changed accents.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it Breaking Bad?
No, actually, it's funny because I watched the British version, which I loved and thought was great, and then I watched the U.S. version, which was practically word for word. They just changed his accent and the tone on a couple of things, but it's amazing the style of shooting.
Partner's husband who killed the.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert. But yeah, it's just that it was very interesting. The style of shooting and the locations of shooting, that was the only thing that was really changed. That and the accent. What's this, Breaking Bad? Yeah, because of of course, the van.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Of course.
Beachy Head was such a big part of that. Well, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I'll bother you later.
Okay, that one I don't. That one
I don't know this one.
That I don't get.
Prince.
Thornbirds? I can't even think.
No, I think Thornbirds would have been a little early. So maybe people in the comments below can do that one. Twilight Zone. That one's a good one. The X-Files.
Oh, I get it. I thought it was Thuxfuls.
That's what I was thinking.
I had no
Oh,
idea.
come on. The X-Files. Come on.
Oh,
seriously?
Man.
Yo,
you guys
Max, check it
What I
out.
love the fact also is that Warren looks like he has a squirrel on his head.
Yeah.
That's a great shot right there.
You probably would.
Quick save that. Okay, do I have to go see
cars.
Well, I want to see if I can get to the back of this truck.
Come on over here, please.
No, girls don't climb walls.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus, they're only like a foot tall.
Do they get at the back of trucks?
Carnival?
Oh, that was a. That was
hey, if they
an
didn't, we wouldn't have
show.
pregnancy tests to worry about.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
and it was bad.
Wait, you mean not the 60s movie?
What is this one? War? What is it?
Thwar.
The war?
The war?
The
THWR.
I don't know.
Wow, I think she just broke the fourth wall. She's looking right at me.
Sorry, we're not cool enough to get your TV
Yep.
shows.
Parks and Rec. Okay.
Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Oh, what's that?
How could Zach and Victoria do that to me?
Hi, Juliet. How are you doing?
Oh, hey, Max. Sorry, I'm still screwed up.
Obviously.
Sorry you had to find out about Zachary that way.
Blackstar, you
Or
are
anyway.
Better sooner than later. Now that skank Victoria won't be laughing behind my back anymore.
Have you talked to Zach yet?
Narc has
Mr.
a point about the
Badass
engaging and
football hero
disengaging.
is such a chicken shit. He said he sexted Victoria as a joke. Ha ha. I think Warren wants your attention.
He usually does. Hang in there, Juliet.
See you around, Max.
Now, keep in mind, I'm also coming off of going through the entire Mass Effect series where all the different options that you have to pick. Sometimes if you don't talk to people, they die. So
later,
I'm worried now that I've got that in the back of my head. It's like great if I don't. Yeah, exactly. I didn't have that option there.
If the game doesn't force you
get your ass
into
over
it,
here.
It's not.
Whoa!
It's not
Hold
hugely
on.
Important.
He just said to get my ass over here. Okay, I'm starting not to like Warren.
What up,
Wait
Max?
till he starts
How are you?
talking.
Here's your flash. Thanks.
Oh, I love
No
Warren.
problem.
Oh man, I hope he dies.
Check out my new wheels.
I hope he goes to hug some
Cool.
other girl and
Very
she
old
stabs
school.
him.
1978 to be exact. Now we can go to the drive-in.
He
There's
just
one in
wants to
Newburgh
take
just
you to
60
a
miles
movie.
away.
Why wouldn't
You're
you
in
take
the
one
wrong
to the
time,
table?
A drive-in.
But then
Look,
so
every
am
time
I.
I was at
You
a
okay?
drive-in with the girl, we
It's been
bond.
one strange fucking
I
day.
don't see a problem with that.
I bet.
Oh well, all right.
I heard Victoria got a face full of paint. I'd pay money to see a photo of that.
Really?
He just said
I
he'd
wish
pay
I would
money
have
to
known.
see Victoria.
You probably
take
could
it
have
in the
raised a
face. Is that what it
Kickstarter
was?
fund just
Yeah.
for that one
Okay.
image of her
Just
covered in
what you
paint.
Had I known
Okay.
that.
But that is an
Anyway,
option.
Victoria
If you
took
pressed
down my
make
photo,
fun of
so
Blackstar,
that drama
you would have
ended
taken
well.
a photo of her and
So
put it
did
on
you get a chance to
Facebook.
check out the movie
Probably.
DVD on my flash drive?
No, I've been way too busy with class and life.
Damn, girl,
Blackstar,
you had
you'd
it like
be
a
terrible
year.
girl. You
Yes.
always have
We-
to
I did
appease
browse
guys
through
in
all
these
the titles,
conversations.
drama
You have to
queen.
pretend
Really?
like you.
F that.
You always have to
Make
F
sure you
that.
watch
they feel
Cannibal
like you're the
Holocaust.
important
Nope.
person in that conversation, otherwise they
Nope.
won't respect you.
No fucking way will I watch that. My mind is twisted enough.
I laughed my ass off.
So you're sensitive.
Ouch, that sounds awful the way you say it.
You didn't laugh your whole ass off. I can see you still have a bit of it there.
No, I was impressed you had faster pussycat kill kill.
Russ Meyer was a genius of black and white. Plus, babes with breasts.
Who would beat your sensitive ass down?
If I was lucky. Speaking of hip and fast, we should cruise out in my car to an actual movie
I like
this
him
week.
now. I've never heard that
But you
line
seem
before.
distracted.
I've never heard that
Warren,
one.
he's very funny.
I need to talk to somebody. Just to get it out of my system.
Dr. Warren Graham is in the house. I
Oh,
won't even
there we
prescribe
go.
you any meds.
Good, all is right with the world.
Everything.
What?
For reals, Warren. This is between you and me. Not
Guys,
social
basically,
media.
Like, totally get in my
Don't
car. We're gonna go
insult
watch a
me.
movie. I won't even
Max,
roofie you this
go
time.
on.
I had this incredibly bizarro
What more
experience
could
in
you ask
Mr.
for in a
Jefferson's
date?
class today.
Oh, wait a minute.
I mean,
Is she gonna tell him her secret power?
Have you ever had a dream so real it was like a movie?
Max
I love
Caulfield,
that. It's
right?
So real, it was like a movie. I have dreams
You're
where
one of the
sometimes I wake
Jefferson's
up and I'm like,
photo
I have to
groupies?
sort through my
I'm
memories
one
as
of his
to what is real
students.
and what is not.
What the fuck ever? I know you like to
What
take
I think is
pictures,
interesting is
especially
she
when
thought
you're
it's
hiding
so
out in the
real,
bathrooms.
It's just like something
You best tell me what you
famously
saw.
fake.
Yeah,
Now.
exactly. Instead of so real, you know, I was
Answer me,
confused about
bitch.
What are you
real.
talking about?
I know you're new here, but don't even play stupid with me.
I'm not new. I've
I'm not
lived here
playing.
for years.
Then you should know the Prescotts own this shithole.
Then you don't have to worry about me. Worry about yourself.
It's a
Do not
shithole,
analyze
however you
me.
want it.
I pay people for that. Worry about yourself, Max
I
Caulfield.
love that
He's
line.
great.
And I love that.
Take
that
a step
emoji
back,
as well.
Nathan Prescott.
Oh man, you're telling me what to do? Get away from her, dude!
Hey, leave him alone.
Nobody tells me what to do. Not my parents, not the principal,
Stop that!
or that whore in the
Right now!
bathroom.
Aren't we kicking you in the
Okay.
balls right now?
Max? Chloe?
Oh,
No way. You again.
Warren!
Go! Go! I got this!
Fight, 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 fight,
Get
fight!
in, Max!
What do you mean get in? I want to help. I want to kick him in the head.
There now! Don't even try to run! Nobody! Nobody!
I'm sorry. I would run him over.
Yeah,
See, that-
you would
that's-
never
that
leave
scene-
a friend like that, would you?
No.
I would.
so that
I
scene
would in a
with
second.
that scene at the end of Back to the Future really needed another girl to drive
Nathan
up, tell
Prescott is
Lorraine, hey,
messed
get in the
up.
car. we're
I'm sorry. I want to
And
rewind
dangerous.
that. It won't let me rewind.
This day
I'm
never
sorry. I want to get
ends.
while he's
Oh,
down.
and
I want to
thanks,
jump on
Chloe.
top of him and start clawing his eyes out.
After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
What kind of motor do you think this?
Don't give me the
this,
guilty
truck
face.
has
At
in
least
it?
pretend
Blackstar?
you're glad to see me.
Wait a
I am
minute, do Max
seriously
and
glad
Chloe
to
know each
see
other
you.
or not?
4-cylinder and 8-cylinder?
Yeah, so they
Oh,
do know
and
each other.
thanks,
Yeah, well,
Chloe.
what if it's like a
It
Wankel
makes
rotary
perfect
engine?
sense I'd see you too.
No, I don't think so.
been that kind of day.
I don't think it's a
So what did that freak
Mazda.
want with you?
But then why did Max talk about I have to save that
I have
girl
no
in the
idea.
bathroom as if she didn't know who it
I know
was?
he's a
Well,
Prescott.
if you listen closely,
And an asshole.
they'll-
Your
she'll
friend really stood
mention
up for you.
She'll mention
Warren?
the problem.
Yeah, I
What
owe him
happened to-
big time.
Yeah, you
You're not
totally
the only one
abandoned
who
your
does
friend.
Is
And
it,
you're already causing trouble.
is it
Yeah,
a
I thought it
meteor?
would be quiet here.
Almost.
Feels so
Earlier,
weird to
Chloe
go
you
looks
back.
so different.
So I guess Seattle
she didn't
sucked hard?
recognize her at first.
So you found a photo in Max's room earlier,
I
which
guess.
was of Max as a,
It was
as a young
cool,
girl
but
with her friend.
I felt kind
and
of
that
lonely,
was this girl,
out of
'cause
my
she
league.
used to live in the
I would
area,
think you'd
and
fit
she
right in
moved
with the
away.
art school hipsters.
So they were best
Right.
friends who were
You
then
look like the
separated
cover
by
of
fate.
hipstergirl.com.
And then
It's
fate
5
has
At least
brought
you're still a
them back
smartass.
together.
now.
That's why I'm here.
So
Yeah.
Please,
13
girl.
to 18 's a big
You came
deal.
back for Blackwell Academy.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Of course, it's one of the best photography programs in the country. And my favorite teacher, Mark Jefferson.
So you came back to Arcadia for a teacher, not your best friend.
Don't you think I'm happy to see
Oh, wait a
you?
minute. She has the hots for
No.
him?
You were happy to wait
The
5 years
domain
without a call or even a
hipstergirl.com
text.
is for sale.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really?
How much is it?
I wanted to.
Good question.
I was just so tricked out over leaving Arcadia.
Oh, please. I'm sure your phone and laptop were frozen in time.
You're merciless.
You've been at Blackwell for almost a month without letting me know. Enough said.
I just wanted to settle in first and not be such a shy, cliche geek. I totally would have contacted you.
I bet you don't use these sad excuses on Mr. Jefferson. Don't use them on me.
She really does. She uses her sad excuses on everyone.
Wow, she's a really bad friend. She abandoned her boyfriend to be beaten up as she escaped in a truck.
No price.
He's not her boyfriend.
Yeah, he wants to, though. He so wants to, though, you can tell.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah, he's totally into her. All the stupid things he makes. Okay. I broke my camera
Man,
again?
Are you serial?
Wow, haven't heard that one in a while.
Are you serial?
Not everything
Super
changes.
serial.
Except my camera has officially taken a shit.
My step-douche has a boatload of tools. Maybe you can fix it in my place.
I need very specific tiny tools.
Nerd alert. My stepdad has a fully stocked garage. And he actually is a tiny tool.
Yeah.
She needs tiny
Welcome
tools.
home, Max.
I say that.
Yeah, definitely not a Wankel rotary engine. That's not a Mazda.
Wait, we don't know what it is.
I would probably say a Ford from the design.
It looks like
well,
an F-150.
the Mazda's
not a sponsor.
Trucks, which they had like a B-series.
No, just the era. I mean, just the year of that sucker.
Hipstergirl.com
Yeah,
is for
please.
sale for
This is the hipster.
$2,399.
Yeah, every car here is like hipster territory. Nobody has anything modern, which I don't believe at a rich academy.
The house still looks
Now,
nice.
something I
Home,
really do
shit,
think
home.
looks really good American was that house. That did not look like a French house. That was they found a picture of a house from 1975 and then made that Chloe's house.
Nah, they just fired up Google Maps.
Same place they got the pictures of those pop cans.
What, the soda?
Pop cans.
The soda.
Juice.
You know what you haven't seen yet through
My
this
room looks a
entire
bit
thing,
different
so I
than the
find it
last time we saw
accurate. There's not one door wall.
It's cool. At least we can chill out.
There is a door
This isn't
wall
exactly my
downstairs.
chill-out zone. My
Don't give me
step-Fuhrer
that
makes
crap.
sure of that. Come
There's
in
a
and close the door.
wall in this game.
Put on some music while I medicate.
All
Yeah,
pause
see?
the game, Blackstar.
Sliding door.
It's a door wall. So a sliding glass door. Do you have those?
I don't think that they would be popular
Like-
over there. I mean, just strategically because of where they are on the planet and
They're
the.
normally in a dining room or a living room, and it's a sliding glass door, and then you step out onto a balcony or a deck.
Our houses aren't big enough to devote like
Right.
parts of a wall to housing a door unnecessarily.
Yeah,
if
you
see
don't
what I
you don't
mean.
have large
Like,
porches that you do
no.
grilling and next to the pool and yeah. See, strategically, I don't think in the world where she's at, that was an architecture that was popular at the time. So
When's the last
what
time
if
I had to
the
dig
door
through
wall was
Chloe's
essentially
crap?
invented in the 50s.
yes.
So
when the post World War II era, where they started putting all these different same type of house neighborhoods together, where the more luxurious ones had large outdoor porches that were usually concrete to socialize on, where traditionally people would grill and have pool parties where the neighbors would come over and sun lounge and hang out, and the easy access to get those because of the doors at the time to get in and out, you needed larger spaces for it, but you also to see the architecture and to see your pool and to see your backyard, they wanted it to be glass. So to get the best of both worlds, the architects designed these large glass panels that would simply slide to allow access, but didn't actually break the view. And hence what traditionally was called a sliding door, or in the case of where Funkmon lives, a door wall.
It's a door wall.
Which supposedly is only an area of about 3 blocks around him, because everybody else in Detroit I talked to doesn't know what it is.
Full crap. They all know what door wall is. All of them.
Now immediately I'm also coming over here to start snooping around and looking around at everything in my friend's place.
This is okay, because she's your best friend, and this is part of
Okay, so
part of it.
I want to use the laptop,
And
so
as-
I want
and
to put
as
in
a
the drive
vampire,
here, or
you-
the drive
you've
is
been
gone with
invited
Warren.
in, so it's okay.
So now I keep getting inundated with these missing person posters, so I have a feeling that we have to solve the mystery of what happened to this girl, and in doing so, this is where I get assaulted and whatever else. Is that
Not
is that
really,
the
but,
main storyline,
kinda.
If
or
you
no?
think that's important, you can certainly spend your time
If
looking
I'd
at it.
if I'd seen
It's a
this,
big part of the story.
okay. Well, I've seen this thing
So it was
for
Chloe
how
who
many
printed all those
times?
flyers.
everywhere I go. It was in the building. It was on the walls. It was in the poster area. It was on the cars. It's here. It's like they're beating you over the head with a ball-peen hammer saying, "Missing girl, you have to find her." And with all the male
almost
jerk
like what
roles
they would
we've
do
run
in
into.
real life if a girl was missing. I mean,
Well, no, in
If a
the
girl from the right neighborhood was
no, in the
well,
Victoria Mars feel that I'm getting from this, it's just that seems to be the obvious storyline to follow. But I'm definitely getting a teen mystery solver vibe from this whole thing.
I'll tell you what, this looks just like a teenager's room.
Yes, it
Chloe
does.
was always
It's
taller
so
than me.
good.
brilliant. Yeah.
We made her dad keep track of her height.
It looked just like my friend Sarah's room, even down to the bed that
Search?
only kind of has a sheet on it.
No, wait a minute.
And you
There's
can
a
see the
bunch. There's a
mattress
bunch of things
underneath.
that I can look at. This is the first one I've seen Mark search. I'm
Go ahead,
supposed to
search it.
search her drawers right in front of her. I mean, literal.
Life pro
She just
tip.
told you to.
Yeah, but from
Nothing
a girl,
but junk
life
in
pro
this
tip, never
suitcase.
search a girl's drawers next to her bed. That's a
I
terrible
used to do
place
it
to
all the
search.
time.
Well, that's
Don't
just
care.
it. That seems to be a mistake to me.
Oh, but looking at the pregnancy test
Okay,
is
Chloe,
okay?
a metal box under
Yeah.
the bed equals
this is
secret.
the power of gossip.
Okay, now there's a box under her mattress over here,
Search it. Don't quit being a
Search
wuss.
all of it.
and search her trash.
Remember,
Hey, look,
you
there's
can
a Scotland
rewind
flag
anything
there.
that pisses her off.
Oh,
Yeah.
gossip is okay, but don't go looking in the goodie drawer.
Yeah. Some things are just private. And then
Oh,
other
some
things are public
things.
property.
Wait. She's got a picture of the victim in here.
It's the
Yeah,
picture
she
she
made all the
used to print
posters.
off the flyers.
Wow.
Hey, give me that.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be nosy.
Yes, you were.
Obviously,
were.
she was a good
Yeah.
friend.
It's putting it mildly.
I love that you immediately tried to rewind that.
Yep.
That's
Nope.
adorable.
Well, you said that I could use my magical rewind powers.
Finish the conversation.
That's Rachel Amber. Her missing person posters are all over Blackwell.
And your
yeah,
desk.
I put them up. She was my angel. After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned. Rachel saved my life.
I needed a
Man, I
replacement.
had no idea.
Well, you never
Why
made
did she
much
say
effort
man
to find
right
out.
there?
I was 14. We were best friends.
That's how people talk, man.
We were at band together. I didn't think it would go anyplace, but I really needed someone.
I never forgot, even if I was an asshole and didn't keep in touch. But you had Rachel.
Rachel had my back. We were gonna kick the world's ass. You would laugh
One
at how
of the
different we
things
were.
I will say about
She
this
wanted to
game,
be a
and I
star.
think it's very similar to
She looks like a
Remember Me,
model.
the previous
That was our
game
plan.
from Don't Nod,
Our
is
plan.
a lot of
Get the hell out of Bigfootville and into Los
relationship
Angeles.
beats, or the relationship story beats, for sort of want of a better phrase, don't quite ring true to me. So there was a lot of really strange relationships in Remember Me as well.
Really?
And yeah,
I felt strongly that the relationship beats were dead nuts on accurate.
Really?
oh really?
Yeah, so for example, when I moved to Luxembourg, I had a friend whose parents just moved back to Washington, D.C. His dad worked for Audi, and they moved their headquarters from the Detroit area to D.C. So his parents had moved back to D.C. I moved over to Europe, and he felt abandoned. And then when I came back, we had this same gay-ass conversation where it felt like he was going to confess his love to me. I mean gay literally, by the way. Where he felt like he was going to confess his love for me, but he wasn't. He just felt really alone when I left, and he tried to replace me with another friend. Of course, it didn't work out as well as it did for Chloe and Rachel, who became fast friends, apparently. But
I see why. I bet your mom was not too happy.
She was
That's
happy enough to marry a Nazi. Reason number
Didn't really work for
356
me
to
at all,
escape.
this
yeah, it
bit.
doesn't
I
make any
feel the
sense.
love. Now,
I don't understand
when did Rachel
Ian, who did that
actually
to me.
disappear?
It's totally
6
dumb,
months
but it
ago.
happened.
She just left
I've never had an
Arcadia.
experience like this.
Without a word. Without me.
What about her parents? Are they looking for her?
They're in denial. Max, I know she's missing.
I assume you know more than that.
Before Rachel left, she said she met somebody who changed her life. Then poof.
And you haven't heard anything from her since?
Like everybody in my life. My dad, you, and Rachel, gone. Can you put on some music now?
What did you think about that conversation, Blackstar?
It seems to be dramatic foreshadowing for you continuing on with the search for the girl. But as far as the dynamic of it,
as like a narrative, don't analyze it in terms of movie. I mean, what did you think about the reality of that conversation? Did it ring true to you?
I'd have to pay attention to it more rather than listening to you guys because again, the crosstalk is immense. At this stage, and again, the nuanced aspects of this, I would have to play this myself. Which is why I think there might be a better way to do this.
Nope, there isn't.
Should we do an episode where you like play it all in advance and then
Well,
we just
see,
watch
that's what
the
I'm
video
thinking.
back?
I'm thinking if I play this in advance and record them, and we can just simply play them back, and have you guys
Or even-
comment on them and whatnot.
Or even you just play it in advance and then we load up the save, and so you already know what's going to happen, and you have your own idea about the choices you want to make, and then
Maybe.
you can say, "Oh, that's interesting. You chose this.
Maybe.
I chose something else."
I do like the real-time feedback.
Blackstar play it twice.
Ugh, which would be not my first choice, but
I'm just giving options.
Yep. No, I'm just thinking, but it is definitely a first player experience. This is not a multi layered or a multiple player experience like other video games that I've
It won't play without any
I've
power.
played. Why does it not have power? Did she not pay her bill? I'm confused.
Now look at the power strip over there.
Did somebody shut this off?
That is a European power strip.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Actually, that was fine. That one was fine. The other ones, that was a perfectly fine power strip. Look at it again. Sorry. Most of the other power strips in the game are European.
Now I have the
That one
power.
is not.
Some music.
Because we need a theme when we're talking about missing girls.
Music's a very important part of this game.
It
And
is,
CD
yeah.
Track
And I
01
think-
is my favorite song.
I'm also waiting for us to get a copyright strike because of the important music in this video game.
Well, everyone has to talk over it so that it can't pick up the pings.
I have the CD.
Is this supposed to be a regular cigarette, or is this supposed to be
Anyway,
special?
you can find tools to fix your
I think
camera in
it's
the
a
garage.
Chloe, are you okay?
Sure, I'm awesome.
What was that funny?
I just want to blaze and be alone
You
for a
both said it at
moment.
the same time. I'm sorry. A really comedic portion would be to like kneel down somewhere so you could actually move the
I shouldn't bug
box
Chloe
icon
now.
to someplace more
Plus,
strategic.
I need those tools.
You have
So-
no idea how true that statement is.
Yep.
Go get
and-
the tools, Blackstar.
Well, the really funny thing is that we'll see where that looks speak. Speak into the box. I'm sorry, that arrow was just really poorly. There we go. Yeah, that's really
You are
poorly
gross.
placed.
I think Chloe would be into that. She'd be...
Well, what's really
I
sad
don't
is
think
that
she
I have a cat named Chloe, so that when I just talk to Chloe and speak, it's just I look over to the left to see if she's sitting there.
No, Max,
Interesting
this
fact,
isn't a
this
tool
was my
shed.
top
Like I said,
pet name
check the
fact.
garage.
Chloe is the most popular name for cats in the
It
United
is.
States.
Well, see, we didn't name her. We got her
What?
from someone else, so we didn't name Chloe. Yeah.
What?
Well, I think there was a lot of fans of 24 for a number of years, so I think a lot of
it's
people
a
named their
people
cats
name.
after Chloe. So
But it's a people name. Why would you
All
give a
cats
cat a
have
people name?
names.
Yeah.
I have a cousin called Fluffy, one called Whiskers, one called Stumpy. That happens all the time.
yeah,
All right,
one
let's
called
get outta
Lucky. He's
America
missing
is
one
so
eye and he has
weird.
no tail.
Yeah.
All right.
No argument there.
The bad one of the
I'm
bunch.
lost as to what I can do besides sneaking through her drawers and her bag
She
and
just
stuff.
told you to go in the garage
secretary at the moment, but his last name is Hunt.
Jeremy
and,
Hunt.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
we're making a lot of
can
hate
imagine.
with that. Is quite
Chloe's
important.
stepdad is head of security at Blackwell.
Huh, found out
He
who
wants
it
to
was.
put surveillance cameras all
like
over
that
the
he's got a
that's
building.
picture of
him.
himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You get.
You know, that's what you do.
True detective.
Plot thickens.
I also keep pictures of myself around so that if somebody is snooping through my things,
Chloe's
they will know who
stepfather
I
is
am
this asshole from
thematically
Blackwell?
in the plot. I think it's
You've
very
got to be
important.
shitting me.
Hey, the license plate. True detective.
Oh, okay.
understand.
Now I get it.
Everyone in the stream was doing a face
No,
palm.
it doesn't. No, go back. Go back
What?
to that license plate.
What?
Yeah,
that work?
Chloe's stepfather is this asshole from Blackwell?
No,
Oh my god.
You've got to be shitting me.
You know what's really sad?
What?
The date.
George W. Bush.
No,
It's
April
his bir-
9th.
It's his birthday. It's
That's my
Blackstar's
birthday.
Oh, right. Mine's April 10th. What was Hitler's birthday again?
April 9th.
420, blaze it?
No.
Was that it?
Lots of guns. Look at the guns.
Yeah.
Gun rack. And one
Sweet.
missing. And
Yeah.
one missing.
See the missing gun?
Yep.
One of these guns is missing. I hope Chloe's stepdad isn't packing heat.
I wonder if it was stolen by the little twit.
Yep.
Do, Jilly Bean, I'm going to ask you a question. Do a lot of people in Scotland have gun racks?
Yes, score.
No.
Do a lot of people in Scotland have guns?
In the country, there's a lot of rifles and
Ooh,
shotguns.
precision
but handguns,
screwdrivers.
like, no.
Except
I've never.
I can't reach
I've
them.
never in my life seen a handgun like in the wild. If you see what I mean.
That does not
I've seen-
look stable.
I've seen handguns in America. I've never seen a handgun in the UK unless it's been. I don't think I've even seen a handgun on a police officer.
Huh.
Well, it's funny. That's why I love that scene from
dumbass.
Paul where
No
the two
kidding.
British guys going cross country run into that police officer and he says, "Hey, you guys are from England, right?" He goes, "Yeah." No guns, right? He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "So how do the cops shoot anybody?" And he just can't understand.
I think they want you to rewind that.
Yeah,
Oh, do
so
they?
you knock the tools underneath the thing.
Yeah.
So you'll need to.
And by the way, this puzzle is stupid. I just want to say this. I've seen this done. This puzzle is stupid.
Yeah, so you want to have something underneath the bit to catch the tools when the tools fall down so that you can pull them out.
Look, I'll just tell you what it is because this thing's really dumb. This took me like an hour to do the first time.
You're gonna get
There's a
the
box.
tools the way mice retrieve keys from under doors. in
Right. So I want
cartoons.
to take the piece of cardboard and put it under there.
Yeah.
And now turn on the washing machine.
Turn on the washing machine.
But yeah, going back to the guns thing, I can vividly remember the first time I ever saw a gun in real life because it was just after 9/11 and I was flying through Bristol Airport and there was some armed police and they're armed with like small machine gun type things.
Yes,
And
you have mad
I was
skills,
like,
Max.
holy shit, it's the first time I've ever seen a gun in my life.
Wow, that's wild.
I've got the tools.
We just don't
I
have
should go
them.
back upstairs before Chloe freaks.
The only time I've ever seen cops
Turn it
What
on.
with those submachine
Chloe's
guns is in
stepdad
Greece.
actually installed cameras in the rooms?
Most of
For
our
reals?
armed police use
This guy
them, but
has
they're
serious
only
trust
ever
issues.
in locations
Do Chloe
like
and Joyce even know
airports
about this?
Or, in fact, I think I've only ever seen them in airports, and usually only when the terror threat is high.
I like that one.
So stepdad is running a real-world Arcadia Bay, yeah?
Yep.
Totally.
Totally.
Oh, the MTV show. I get it.
Totally not creepy.
Well,
So-
there wasn't one in Chloe's room, so at least
No
there's
password. Like it would help me find tools anyway.
That. You already have the tools, dude.
I know. Why would she say that? She knows she has the tools. So obviously they expected you to go to the laptop first before you actually found that. So we
Can you click the
broke
not
something.
David thing? Can you do anything here?
No, you can't.
No, apparently not.
You can't log in as
This
guest.
is you. Can
Yeah,
do
I
it.
was gonna try guess. That's the first thing I was gonna do.
Try password.
Yep. Oh, that is the best password ever.
Top tip, you guys: if you're ever at a university and you need to get into a computer, you can almost always get into them by typing student and student.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
or root
that's-
and
that's
admin. Oh look, X-Files.
Shit! Butterfingers.
I know. Oh.
Is there a thing in this room that doesn't fall on the floor?
No.
Okay, so that means I can actually rewind to the point where
Yeah. So now
Didn't
it
actually-
looks as though you never saw
never
the
touched
thing.
anything. Gotcha.
I wonder what's in those files up there.
Who gives
So
a
I
crap?
can't
Let's get
actually
outta here.
grab those without them going all crazy.
Well, you could have looked at them while they were on the ground, and then rewinded it back up.
I saw a thing on Facebook, which is apparently happening in America, and I have to ask you, as Americans,
I'll always
do you
make
put-
them fall.
Do you put squares of processed cheese onto apple pie?
Kate Marsh.
No.
No, I don't
Why
eat
the
apple
hell
pie.
would he have pictures of her?
No, you
Okay,
shouldn't do
this is
that.
getting
If anything,
totally
it should be
weird.
cheddar cheese.
I've never seen anybody eat cheese on a fruit pie.
It was all over Facebook this morning, and I was disgusted.
No, to be honest, I have actually seen and heard that as a thing.
Wow.
What, American cheese?
No, just cheese on pie.
I've never
Yeah,
heard of it.
no, cheddar, yes.
Yeah,
on
cheddar,
apple
yeah.
pie, yes.
That is
But
disgusting.
sliced American cheese, like Kraft singles?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no way.
Like
No, that would
that
be
stuff-
weird.
cheese.
That stuff's barely food anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
forget putting it on
Well, yeah,
pie
it's
or
it's not.
anything else.
Yeah, it's basically
Why would
oily
you
water.
put cheese on a pie?
Well, like, cheese and apple is really good, but the cheese and
No,
the sugar
what?
I can't get. Yeah, cheese and apple is amazing.
Look at all that food.
Cheese and
That's like
sugar.
enough
'cause
spam
pie
for
is very
100
sugary.
years.
I couldn't quite get my head around.
Oh my god. I've had cheese with a pasty.
Check out the
you know,
muscle
like
car.
meat pies, but
Chloe's stepdad must be a
Yeah.
good.
that sounds
Cheese in a savory pie is great.
This is not a muscle car. This looks like a dart.
Have
right.
any wheels?
Looks like an AMC.
I can tell you what's
It
wrong with
looks
that car.
it looks
has
like
no
an old
wheels.
Ford Falcon or something, but yeah, it's only a two-door though.
Did I ever tell you about the Dorf?
Okay, is there anything else I need to look in here? Because I got the tiny tools,
You've got
which
the tiny tools, you're
anybody
sorted.
worth their salt would not refer to them that way. So,
Well, they're girls, and girls don't.
well,
know
that's what I
anything about
mean.
girls.
So they're being true
Hey,
true to
read what's
themselves
on
for
that
that.
mustard jar.
I'd love to go to Paris too.
Oh, I thought that was a
At
swear
this rate,
jar.
they'll be lucky to get to Portland. Joyce still works at Two Whales Diner. Best damn burgers in Arcadia. I better get one soon.
I really want a burger.
Yeah,
I
see,
love
I
how
haven't
they
eaten
do-
yet either.
I love
so.
how they put in the Eiffel Tower as the aspirational everybody wants to go to Paris thing, and then it says, "Oh, but they're probably gonna have to settle for Portland." Ugh.
Well, that's obviously what the French think of Portland.
Look, I'll tell you what. That is
Have
the
some
correct
freedom
I don't
fries
think
with that-
Paris
that
is any
burger,
good,
Max.
but I really don't think Portland's good.
Yum, that looks tasty. I do miss Joyce's cooking.
Kyle MacLachlan disagrees.
Okay.
All right, look at this. Look at these
Now-
door walls. This is a two-door wall house.
Yeah, see, now here we are.
Oh,
yeah,
French
there you go.
doors.
No, it's not
No.
a French door.
No, that's not
No,
a French door.
No, that's
French
not a French
doors
door.
open.
French door would have a crisscross pattern of individual panes up and down it, usually
Yeah.
6 or 9.
And more importantly, they open outwards.
Yeah, this is a sliding door. French doors are on hinges. A sliding door slides.
That's a door wall.
Wow.
Brr. I can feel autumn pushing out the summer.
Are those
I
two
will
people's
say
names?
this cheesy, thing is actually quite accurate. We have
Playset?
horrible. Yeah, this is
Oh yeah.
this
The-
is
the-
horribly accurate
I
as to far.
love this environment in this house. I think is brilliant, and it changes throughout the game. And I think all of it is just it really reflects. The
This
story
is
really well, I
a
think.
typical American
tranquil
shithole
here.
with
Like a
crap in the
Japanese
yard,
garden in
cinder
Oregon.
blocks, plastic furniture that was bought at Walmart.
Yeah.
In fact, everything here was probably bought at Walmart. The tiny, see what I meant before about the grill? See this
No,
this
the fake Weber.
yeah,
grill.
the fake Weber grill, but also notice that this outside porch is incredibly small. The crappy houses, this would be a couple feet wide. Good ones would be about out to here, and there would also be a pool back here and about another 10, 15 feet. But obviously this yard is too small,
The whole
so
backyard is a wood porch.
We know that Max isn't poor, but Chloe is.
yep.
So-
Really,
That's what
yeah.
we can infer here.
Low
Richardson
middle
has
class.
2 jars of mayo, 1 left outside.
Yep. And of course
The one outside is probably being used as an ashtray.
yeah, and the plastic furniture is incredibly dirty because it's been
No, it
left
isn't.
out here
It's right
forever.
next to
Nobody
the
cleans it.
ketchup.
Okay, now the answering machine.
Can for an ashtray, surely.
I have a feeling I'm supposed to be playing the answering machine.
Yeah, if you're Snoop.
Chloe, if you're listening, Pete was cruising home off duty and told me he saw you near that garbage dump. Now I've told you to stay away from that place. It's dangerous. And you got no idea what kind of scum are living out there. Stay away.
Okay, so the body's at the dump.
When did he get back from Nam is what I want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he's
that
in
was kind of
I
weird.
love that they have the same old
It's a
answering
big part of the
machine.
story.
And there's a message.
As a European, I can tell you that pretty much every American dad in my head has been in a war at some point. That's like the only way I know how to visualize American families.
Now this
My
is the
dad
Chloe I remember.
went to college for a
Always smiling and
semester so he
laughing.
wouldn't get drafted.
Not so much anymore.
So there's that. No, hold on. Go back.
What? That's a crappy swing set.
No,
She's
go back
she's
to
a
the
skater,
other
so
one.
I already am not a fan.
He was
Go,
a skater
go all
girl.
the way to the right. Skater boy. Go all the way to the right.
No, she's
All
a
right,
girl.
take a look at that. That is a Toyota Camry from a
Yep.
2011 model or later.
I'd say
This is the-
2008.
Hold on, let's look at it.
That's a newer car than any of the cars.
Yeah,
we
any of the
actually
cars
saw
we've seen in this
parking
game
lot of
so
the
far.
supposedly posh,
Yeah. Which
pet
is
store.
funny. It makes me think that the 50-year-old men are remembering their cars they had from the 80s as what kids drive. So
That's exactly it. I get the feeling, with the way, even though everyone has smartphones,
Yep.
the fact that everything's still all lo-fi, the reason the character is lo-fi is because the 50-year-old men who wrote this
are remembering
want to be
cars.
18-year-old girl.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
Yeah.
only have one experience as teenagers, and it was in
Yeah.
the 1980s or
Yep.
1970s.
Yeah.
Okay,
And so
I
they've
can head
made
back upstairs.
everything like that. And you're not going to do one in France in the 1970s. You had all the weird socialist stuff and rolling power outages and crap like that. Make an American one that's reminiscent of the 1970s.
Yeah. California's rolling power outages were a lot later. She doesn't even knock, not once.
She's already in the house. Be kind of pointless.
No, this is fun. This is fun at this point. All right, go to the desk and start fixing your camera.
Well, yeah, I was wondering where I was going to actually do this.
That's a really good point because, aesthetically, it is very Stranger Things. You know, the Netflix TV series.
I have not seen that show.
yeah.
Oh,
really
you
good.
have to. I adored Stranger Things. It was a
brilliant.
love
Yeah.
letter to my childhood. Narc
Yeah.
and mine both.
Not doing it.
Oh.
I refuse to watch it.
You're missing. You're missing
You're only
out.
hurting yourself.
Yeah.
So?
I cannot wait for season 2
can't
coming
fix
out this
this
October.
thing.
Are
But I
these your
think
new
a lot of
photos?
the sort of aesthetics
Yeah.
are very
I just took
similar,
them today.
Let me see.
even though this is ostensibly set in 2013.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, see, this is way too
no
modern
way.
for that.
When did you take this? You took this photo, you brat? In the bathroom today. You set off the alarm. That's why Nathan raged after you. It totally makes sense. You hella saved my life.
You hella
Now tell me
saved
the
my
truth,
life.
Max.
Stop saying hella.
She can't.
Hella.
Hella.
I was there,
Hella
hiding in
backwards
the
is
corner.
Allah.
Damn, you're a ninja. A ninja would have cut Nathan's head off. I just took a butterfly photo.
That is so badass.
Oh yeah, I
No,
almost
a ninja
wet
would have
myself
cut off
when I
his head
saw
with
the
the butterfly
gun.
photo.
So, did you recognize me?
I wasn't sure.
I know I look a lot different.
I was scared too.
the hair.
I couldn't see straight.
Oh wait, so we
I
can
don't blame you,
appease
Max.
the boys, but we're
Like
not
you
supposed
said,
to
it's
psychologically
been
appease
that
the
kind of
girls and
day.
say that no, I totally
So
didn't
you
recognize
must have
you.
overheard our conversation.
Just a bit.
There is no way you didn't hear every single vowel.
Okay, I only heard something about money.
Okay, but
drugs,
only half the consonants.
But that's it.
Now for the big question. Did you tell anybody?
I think, and I don't know, people
No,
might disagree
I didn't
with me
know
on
what to
this.
do.
I don't blame you.
I'll wait till the conversation.
That's some intense shit.
Maybe I should go to the principal.
The principal? Are you still 12? That drunk jackass only cares about cash for Blackwell Academy. Don't trust him.
Seriously, I didn't blab to anybody. Promise.
Thank God.
Yeah, I blabbed and then rolled back time and then
I'll
didn't blab.
tell you more someday. And I seriously owe you, Max.
Well, Chloe seems to validate that call, even if I didn't think it was the right way. But
No, come on, let's rage, guys.
Yeah, so I feel, and I don't know if anyone, other people might have different sort of
I
opinions.
know it was your birthday last month.
I feel that Chloe is written as a very masculine character. Like, the way...
Well, of course, she's got tats
This
and
was my
blue
real
hair
father's
and
camera.
bullets around her neck.
I want you to
But
have
it's
it.
like the way Max...
The
That's
skull
so
t-shirt
cool
gave
you
it away.
remembered my birthday.
Yeah.
But I can't take this.
Short
Of
hair.
course you can.
Therefore, she must
My dad
be...
would be pissed if I
She's
used
supposed to be
it, and
non-binary,
now I
or
know it'll be
getting
used
at her, or-
awesomely.
No, I
And
think
I'll snag
she's-
this picture as a
so
symbol
she's
of our
lesbian
union.
or,
Cool?
Or certainly bi.
Yes,
but
of course it's
she,
cool. Thank you. This camera
So-
is so
like,
sweet.
A lot of the way that Max
Now that we
treats
get that
her
mushy
is
shit out of the way, I
how
feel like
you would
stage
normally
diving.
treat a guy in
Let's
a
thrash this
conversation rather
place.
than how you would normally treat a
You're
girl in a
crazy.
conversation.
Yep,
And
I'm
it-
fucking
I
insane in
find
the
it
brain.
quite
Let's
interesting.
dance! Shake that
And I
bony
don't
white
know if
ass.
maybe it
Or
was just
take my
a very
picture with your new
specific
camera.
Experience for me, because I find when I read books, Ian Banks is a great example of this because he's written this. There's a great book called Canal Dreams, which is an Ian
This
Banks
day
book,
couldn't get
and it's
any stranger.
from a woman's point of view, but it's like it's just such. It's so obviously written by a guy
Yeah,
because no
yeah.
woman
Yeah.
thinks
Would
about
say or
herself
do
in
that.
No.
way. Yeah.
no, I love Banks, but a lot of
Oh, she's shaking it.
writers,
That doesn't
a lot
do
of
anything.
writers have that problem.
This song
Yeah,
fucking rules.
and it's-
Can't dance, hippie? Come on.
I
Rock
find
out, girl.
Chloe
All right, guys,
very
everyone
much
shut
like
up.
that.
Watch this dance.
Yes, break it down, Max.
Oh, wow, she's Commander Ship.
Yo, turn it off. Turn it off.
Yep.
How many times have I told you to stop blasting that punk shit?
Dude, the music's
This is
not
the
even
least
on.
punk song imaginable.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is. No.
No.
Oh, no
Something
fucking
the
way.
developers
You
said
need to
was
hide
that they
now.
kind of like
My
cut
stepdad
the
would
game
kill me if he
around
finds
the
you
music,
here.
but it was clear that they did not rewrite the game when they realized they couldn't
Chill, I'm
license any
changing.
punk
Is that
shit.
okay? Max, find a place to hide now.
Chloe,
I'm
This
coming.
was. When I saw this on a Let's
I'm
Play,
changing.
this was
Give
a
me a
scene
minute.
that really legitimately sold me on the
let
game.
me in.
Because
Oh yeah.
this, almost the exact
Chloe.
situation.
I'm
The
coming.
only difference is
Well, this is a real
Sarah's
experience.
room
I
is
mean, come on,
gone.
everybody's had
I'm
this
changing.
experience.
Give
I'm
me
not
a
kidding
minute.
anymore.
In
I
some
just
way or
hide
another.
under the bed.
Mine
Where
was
else?
almost identical.
Move the
Now.
lamp, Blackstar. Move the
But
lamp.
One
down
second.
to the
My bra is
artist
stuck.
of who was
I'm not screwing
whose
around,
song
soldier.
we were playing,
Chloe, open this
and
door.
smoking weed, and then me hiding in the closet when her mom came
I'm
in.
giving you exactly
Yeah, like she couldn't smell it.
to open the door.
Well,
One.
you smoke into the. You smoke
What's
into the
going on in
toilet
here?
roll.
Jesus, I'm just trying on clothes. You're so friggin'
Life pro
paranoid.
tips.
Yeah, combat. We'll do that.
They definitely got the hip movements because that's exactly how girls stand when they're being, indignant.
Sassy.
Yeah.
I think they
One of
mostly
my
got
guns
the
is
one, but-
missing. Did you take it?
Oh God, I didn't take your stupid gun. You do know I believe in gun control?
Wait. Is that grass? You been token up again in here?
Oh yeah, guns, weed. You were tripping balls.
I'm sick of your disrespect. Tell me the truth. That's an order. Whose is it?
What you gonna do?
I'm sorry. That was my joint.
Well, well. I don't like strangers in my home. Especially
I've
dopers.
never seen what happens.
So you're bringing
when
drugs into
someone
my
picks
home.
Stay hidden.
How about if I call the police? That'd screw up your spotless Blackwell record. You do seem to get around, Max. I'm sick of you losers dragging Chloe down. Missy, you sure do like to pop up and start trouble. Like this afternoon. You don't have anything smart to say now.
Are people
do
really
you?
Get the hell away from her, man. Stop harassing my friends.
Yes.
You don't have any friends.
Like you know. You're not even a real cop. You're a fucking security guard.
I was a soldier, Chloe.
Shots fired.
And Max, if I see you here again, you'll learn all about real trouble.
Not to mention, he would smell the weed on her.
Because you're such a
not
badass,
her.
Max. Let me show you my new toy.
Americanisms, I think, probably would have used the term rent-a-cop.
Yeah.
There.
Ah. Yeah, that's not really a...
I'm Price. Chloe Price. Bang!
Jesus, put that thing down.
Chillax, sister. It's not even loaded. Yet.
I thought you believed in gun control.
Yes, I believe
Yeah,
I
both
should
hands.
control the gun. It's the men who need to be checked. You trust
Rock
Nathan
on,
or David?
sister.
Thanks for taking the heat. We totally smacked his punk ass down, Max. He's no match for you and me now. That was an epic win.
What?
Anyway,
I noticed how
let's
you
sneak out the
shifted
window.
immediately
There is one
from
cool place
she's
we can hang in
written
this
like a
hickle.
man to you go, sister, with the gun. that was it.
Man, that did not go well for me. If I want to keep my Blackwell scholarship, I shouldn't lie for anybody, even Chloe. I have to think about my own future.
Thing, but the whole wanting a gun, wanting that kind of assaulting power is kind of, to me,
You're rewinding.
not
I'm
a
changing.
thing
Give me a
that's, like,
minute.
reflective
Don't
of
get
teenage
smart. Just
girls.
let me in.
Yeah.
Now.
Teenage
Well,
girls,
please.
1 second.
Yes,
my
but
bra
one of
is
these
stuck.
two
much
teenage
subtler.
girls
Screwing
was
around,
threatened with
soldier.
a gun just
Chloe,
this morning, so
open the door.
Yeah,
there's
totally,
relevance.
yeah.
I mean,
Shit.
What's going on in here?
Jesus, I'm just trying on clothes. You're so friggin' paranoid.
Also,
Yeah,
I don't know
combat
if this
will do
reads
that
this
to
way to you guys, but throughout this whole scene, I expected him to hit her.
One of my guns is missing.
Really?
Yeah, like I
Did
just,
you take it?
Yeah.
God,
this
I
to
didn't
me
take
is
your
leading
stupid
up to
gun.
him smacking
You
her
do not
across the
believe in
face.
gun control?
Wait.
It makes me really tense.
Is that
and
grass?
uncomfortable.
You been token up again in here?
Oh yeah, guns, weed.
To me, the scene
You were
is
tripping
just
balls.
angry.
I'm sick of your
Angry
disrespect. Tell me the truth. That's an order. Whose is it?
Stop treating me and my mom like we're your family platoon.
Hey, leave Joyce out of this.
I wish you'd leave Joyce, like now.
Oh, there you go.
did it. Oh my God, it happened.
Chloe,
Did you know that
I'm
that would
sorry.
happen, Chili Bean?
I'm
I
wondering
care
if
about
I
your
did.
mother, and you just keep pushing me.
Don't touch me again, asshole. That's the last time. Or I'll bring the cops in here so fast,
You're not that dumb.
I'd be smart to have you busted.
Chloe, someday you'll grow up.
I'll say she deserved it.
Oh!
what?
Hey, you okay?
Saying that
Welcome
she
to the
wanted
real
him to
step
leave
douches
her
of
mom.
Arcadia
Eh,
Bay.
Slap her.
I'm sorry.
Well, it was backhanded, not forehanded.
For
so.
what? He would have been a bigger dick
Yeah,
if he
right,
caught you in
that's
here.
the important
That's
part.
hard to believe.
That's not a
If
hair.
it
I'd be willing
couldn't
to
be a
split.
serve in tennis,
Anyway,
then it's fine.
let's sneak out the window. There is one cool place we can go to in this hick hole.
David was such a mean bastard to Chloe. What if I had stepped up to help?
Now,
Okay. Now here's the thing. Where do you think I should go with this? Should I, because again, there is that scholarship thing.
Well, you've already slightly
what I want
fucked
you to
up
do is
in
to
school.
not hide. So there's a third option.
Yeah.
At the end of these episodes, you
Okay, let's not hide.
can see what certain people did, and there's
I'm
an option
coming.
to take the
Doing?
blame. There's an option
Chloe,
to
you're
stay
stalling.
hidden. And then
I'm
there's one
changing.
for
Give me a
blaming
minute.
Chloe.
Don't
I
get
don't
smart.
know how to
Just
do that.
let me in now. Please.
1 second. My bra is stuck.
I'm not screwing around, soldier. Chloe, open this door.
Throw the thing out the window. Go to the choke and throw it out the window.
I'm giving you exactly 3 seconds to open.
You can hide a joint, but not the smell. Forget it.
Apparently not.
Shit.
Well, that sucks.
I would have thrown it.
What's going on in here?
We're
Why
getting
is she
high.
here?
None of your business.
I don't like strangers here.
Stop freaking. She's not a stranger. This is my friend.
Great.
Oh, please, we're 2 seconds away
Another
from
one
this
of your
guy's best
friends.
fantasy of 2 girls going on to him.
Ah!
Press skip.
One of my guns is missing. Did you take it?
Oh God, I didn't
Yes.
take your stupid gun. You do know I believe in gun control?
Wait. Is that grass? You been token up again in here?
Oh yeah, guns, weed. You were tripping balls.
I'm sick of your disrespect. Tell me the truth. That's an order.
It's not my pot. It's from Max.
Is this true?
Wow. Blame her. Blame her.
Well, let's see.
Well, that's how you
Blame
get
the
that.
shit out of her.
No
Narcs
way.
get grass.
It's not mine.
Or grass
Oh,
gets
of course not. I'm sure Chloe gets all the best shit, right? I'm sure she gave you good friend rates.
Why don't you get off my crack? Stop taking your war rage out on high
Off
school
my
girls.
You have seen rage, you little...
Fuck you, pig.
Whoa!
Oh,
Now
what
that
you
I
gonna
didn't
do?
expect.
Fuck you, pig.
Listen. You asked for that. You know exactly what you're doing. I can already tell from today that you're trouble, Max. I hope this doesn't affect your status at Blackwell.
What, the
Don't ever
tattoos and
come
the
back
bullet
here.
chain
Listen,
didn't
dipshit,
say it
if
enough?
you ever lay a hand on me again, I'll have your ass in jail.
I can't believe
Then
he
you
did
can
that
guard
in front of
yourself all
her
night.
You're the
friend
one who
Yeah,
because
ends up
she's
in
a
jail.
witness.
Oh,
Right,
you
that's
only
a-
think you're
I'll
tough
be- you
and
definitely
clever.
wait
This
until they're
too
home
shall
and you
Yeah,
pass.
you do that shit
And
in
clean this
private.
pigsty up.
I'm
Thanks
sorry,
for your
Chloe.
senpai
I
Nixie
didn't know
for the
what to
host.
do. Whatever. Everybody
Who's
bails on
that?
me.
How does
Even
that
my
work?
best friend Max. Don't you?
Somebody's rehosting
So done with
Blackstar
everybody
stream
in
on
this
their
town.
stream. So it's the one
I wish I hadn't even seen you.
commentary, so they can't.
As if you care. Color
they
me out
can't
of here.
hear what we're saying.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Maybe it's better that way.
You're not wrong. You better rewind and then not.
Well,
take
see,
it
I'm
away.
trying to, but yeah.
David was such a mean bastard to
We
Chloe.
could play this for 2
What
hours.
if I had stepped up to
Just
help?
different variations of the closet. See what happens. Okay. Get in the closet.
I'm giving you
Well, no, I
exactly
mean,
3
don't we want to do the
seconds
other reign where
open
I take the
door.
blame?
1,
Oh, yeah, whatever.
2,
However you want to play it.
3.
Shit.
Well, that's the only one we haven't seen yet.
Okay.
Well,
What's
it's just
going
gonna
on
be
in
the
here?
same one as
Why is she
before.
here?
I just
None
want
of
to see
your
if there's one
business.
where he
I
doesn't
don't like
hit her.
strangers here.
Stop freaking.
first
She's
one
not a
you did.
Well, yeah,
stranger.
the
This is
parent
my
for
friend.
Yeah.
on the
Great.
first one.
Another one of your friends.
So I'm wondering if that's the one to do.
Press the
One
right
of my
button.
guns is
I don't wanna
missing.
watch this again.
Did you
Oh
take
my
it?
God! Press the right button. Thank Christ.
Hot. It's from Max.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no
This
dick.
man has no dick.
Yeah. My pot.
So you're bringing drugs into my home. How about if I call the police? That'd screw up your spotless Blackwell record. You do seem to get around, Max. I'm
Look at
sick
that
of you
little
losers
hang dog
dragging Chloe down. Missy, you sure do like to pop up and start trouble. Like
Because this is basically
afternoon.
the same one as before.
You don't have anything smart to say now, do
Get
you?
the hell away from
Huh?
her, man. Stop harassing my friends.
You don't have any friends.
Like you know. You're not even a real cop. You're a fucking security guard.
What a burn, by the
I was
way.
a soldier, Chloe. And Max, if I see you here again, you'll learn all about real trouble.
Could you imagine if your dad, so your dad knew your best friend died, or is
Thanks for
missing,
taking the heat.
or whatever?
We totally
And
smacked his
then
punk
he
ass
comes
down,
and
Max.
says you don't have
He's no
any
match for
friends.
you and me now.
What
That was
a
an epic
great
win.
Burn.
Anyway, let's sneak out the window. There is one cool place we can hang in this hickhole.
Man, that did not go well for me. If I want to keep my Blackwell scholarship, I shouldn't lie for anybody, even Chloe.
But if you
I
want to
have
get
to
in
think
Chloe's
about my
pants-
own future.
Oh God, is that the motive here?
It's not my motive. It's certainly what the internet likes. But the internet wants everybody to be lesbians and gay. Everybody. Sherlock and Watson, those two guys from Supernatural.
See,
doesn't matter.
I'm more interested in solving
One
the
of all
murder,
the
to tell you the truth, or find out where the missing girl is than getting in anyone's particular pants, male or
So-
female.
I was as well when I played this, but I actually do think that this game is a bit more meaningful if you... I think the story is a bit more meaningful if you take the idea that Max fancies Chloe. You don't need to act on it, but I think the story
Fancies
is
her
more
so
meaningful.
much, she didn't talk to her for 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I don't quite get.
I never talk to anyone that I fancy. When I fancy someone, I just stare at them from behind a bush.
Hey, speaking of hiding behind bushes.
Isn't this awesome sauce? Totally reminds me of when we were kids. Come on, Slowpoke. Hold on.
Yeah, it's like the woods. It's still here.
I know, but traditionally, though, if they were to start making out, suddenly this killer would come up
So
from
why
behind
do
the
I
bushes
feel like I
and nail
was
them
just
both.
here?
in
This is the exact same path I
Both.
was on during my nightmare today.
Say more.
Awesome sauce. Yep.
No, that's the
That guy
bit. What was I
enjoys
just
awesome.
reading? That's the bit that everybody misunderstood
I feel like
about
I'm
the
in my
original Friday
nightmare
the
again.
13th movie.
Yeah?
Which was that, like, in that movie, the killer turns out to be the mother of a kid who died, and the kid who died at camp died because he was being neglected by the camp counselors, and they were neglecting the kids in order to have sex. And the Hollywood industry has interpreted that to mean, oh, teenagers having sex leads to people dying.
Right.
And skipping over the bit where it's like, no, they were neglecting
the-
children.
yeah.
And then, of
Aren't you
course,
so
they also
lucky
then,
they can always
ignored the bit
escape?
about the killer being the mother and just brought the dead kid back to be Jason Voorhees and have him be the killer.
Have you seen the meta horror movie
Chloe
It
drew that
Follows?
to mark our
Yeah.
tree fort.
Oh,
So
is
we'd
that the
always
one?
be able to find
No, I
each other in
haven't.
case of
I haven't seen that
emergency.
So it's filmed here in Detroit, and the idea is if you have sex, like the killer is a supernatural killer of some kind, and he's kind of like an STD.
Looks like the youth of
If you have
Arcadia
sex
Bay
with
still
a
come up
person
here to
who's got
party.
this killer chasing him,
I never made it.
then he's now chasing you, and he will kill you. He will
And you've
find
got
you
to
and
pass
kill
it
you.
on, haven't you?
Right.
How long has that been here?
I think I've heard that
Since
one.
the 90s?
Like, somebody saw The Ring and said, the problem is that there's not
Too
enough
bad it's
sex in
locked.
this.
I remember racing up and down the steps.
But if he kills you, and this is the interesting part, if the thing from It Follows kills you, it will go back
Clearly,
and kill the person
the
who
Bigfoots
you
are
boned
everywhere.
last. Right? So it's
Oh.
not so the people who have this guy get told
Weird.
that because it's
Those
important so
glyphs
that the
remind
person
me
before
of
them
the wind.
lets them know the mechanics of the guy who's following them.
Those sure aren't
and
big
then that they
feet.
believe him, so they can get a long
What kind of
enough
animal
trail.
left those prints?
It's a really interesting meta horror film.
I'll have to look. I'm
A
not
tree
good with horror
haiku?
films, but I'll try and
How
look that
pretty.
one up.
It's not that scary. It's just a cool movie.
Yeah, but I get scared very easily. I'm not good at horror at all.
Oh my god,
You know
I
what's really
forgot all
scary?
about
The
this.
Descent.
Too bad I can't rewind
Is that the
that
one
far
with Keira
back.
Knightley?
I don't know. It's one
Like-
where they go in a cave.
Actually, you
It's
know
all
what? I wanted to
What?
like The Descent, and actually the scariest part of that, I think, was remember the first section where they started to go through that very, very
I
narrow
don't even
gap?
want to think about it.
Oh,
the
yeah, it-
claustrophobia.
Oh, it was hideous. It was absolutely
I'm
hideous.
afraid of the dark and I'm claustrophobic.
Yep.
And that movie's about caving
was a
and
great
being
movie
stuck in
for
a
you.
cave.
Well,
I'll
Narc,
take a photo.
that makes me want to have Funkmon come in on my playthrough of Alien Isolation because I have not
Oh,
finished
I'm
that.
So scared. I'm too
Yes.
scared to play that game.
Yep.
I loved the movie, and which scares the balls off of me
Yep.
to this day.
Yep, Aliens
I
was the first
can't.
R-rated movie Narc and I actually saw in the theater. Believe it or not, back in '86.
Was it?
So, yes, it was. we
Aliens.
went
Yeah.
with Jason. Yeah, it was Aliens. In fact, we saw Aliens before we saw Alien from '79. We actually had to rent it after we saw
Yeah, that's
Aliens
true.
in the theater.
Oh, right.
that
we
like-
had this conversation, didn't we, Blackstar?
Yeah, but I
seen
have not
Aliens.
played
Oh, come on,
I've only
through.
seen the first
When
one.
when the original
Yeah, I have
Alien
not played
came
through
out,
Alien
I was
Isolation,
8.
even though I have the whole set. So we should do that.
But like, so if you saw Aliens first and then you went back and watched Alien, were you like, what the fuck? This is not what I was expecting?
No, I thought it was great, actually, to tell you the truth.
No.
But the whole experience, though, I mean, yeah, it absolutely scared the bejesus out of us in the theater.
Yeah, it was an escalation that made sense.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
it was
worked
well
really
done.
well.
The other ones subsequently, though, I've loathed. I've not been a fan of the series since then. The first two are great. The rest are terrible.
I actually really like 3.
Sorry, that ending was just absolutely horrendous. It just
so the ending's not good, and it was very sort of tortured production. But
it was painful.
Really like it. Yeah.
Okay, so how close are we for ending up part 1 here?
Close.
We're very close. Okay, so why don't we finish this up
seconds
right here?
You sure you don't want to be alone?
You didn't take the photo.
Have a seat, Pete.
I was gonna rewind.
I don't think
you're in a good mood.
Seeing my step-dork get played makes me happy.
I already took one picture of her. How many do I need?
And David is indeed a step douche.
Pretend you fancy
I'm sorry you had to experience it firsthand.
You have to live with him.
You're projecting.
Has he always been this way?
Ever since my desperate mom dragged his ass to our home, I never trusted David.
He freaked out on poor Kate Marsh today.
I know her. She's cool. Only that prick would bully her.
He has some kind of weird agenda.
He has a lot of secret files. Rambo still thinks he's gathering enemy intelligence. Did you take a peek?
Files?
I know that, love. You peeked. So, dish the dirt. Snuff videos?
Creepy photos of Kate Marsh. Other Blackwell students.
This dude takes his job too seriously. He still thinks he's at war or something. He's a total surveillance fetish. Where are there spy cams in the house?
I knew you didn't know. Chloe, your house is under surveillance.
What are you talking about?
There are cameras all over the house. I saw it on a monitor in the garage.
I knew it. He is so hella fucking paranoid. I'll keep
I noticed
this
there
a
wasn't
secret
even a
for now.
choice there about whether or
Sometimes
not
ignorance is
they're
bliss.
told about that.
No wonder I'm so miserable. Everybody in this town knows everybody's secrets.
One of my 4 playthroughs, I didn't know.
What's Nathan's secret?
He's an elite
During this
asshole who sells
conversation.
bad shit cut with laxative. And he dosed me with some drug in his room.
What?
I met him in some shithole bar that didn't card me. He was too rich for the place and too wasted, and he kept flashing bills.
Just tell me what happened, Chloe. Now.
I was an idiot. I thought he was so blazed it would be an easy score.
You needed money that bad?
Actually, yes. I owe big time. And I thought I'd have enough for me and Rachel if she showed up.
How much do you owe?
$3 grand plus interest. And before I could get a chunk of that from Nathan, he dosed my drink with some shit.
God, Chloe. I can't believe this. I mean, I do. Then what?
I know I passed out on the floor. I woke up and that perv was smiling, crawling towards me with a camera.
Go on.
Everything was a blur. I tried to kick him in the balls and broke a lamp. Nathan freaked, so I managed to bum rush the door and get the hell out. Max, it was insane.
It almost seems like the protagonist of the game really ought to be Chloe.
Fucked
They
up.
want to let players that agency.
What did you do then?
Definitely.
I figured I would make him pay me to keep quiet.
That's why she's
So
the
none of the
protagonist in the prequel.
And he brought a gun.
That was Nathan's last mistake.
He's still dangerous, Chloe.
You don't
Not
want to
just
call
to
the
you.
cops?
Good thing you didn't tell anyone. Nathan Prescott better watch his back now.
I won't always be there to save you.
You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like...
Destiny.
Nope.
Destiny
no
2?
escaping death for me.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Darkness zone in that bathroom.
If this is destiny, I hope we can find Rachel.
That's another thing I
miss her,
really
Max.
liked about the game. Every shot, if you were to screen cap it,
This shit pit
it
has
looks
taken away
like
everyone I've
it could
ever
be a
loved.
framed photo.
They had to drop a
paid so
bomb on
much
Arcadia
attention
Bay
to
and
the
turn it to
composition.
fucking glass.
Yeah, but they ruined it by really having the potty mouth every 5 seconds.
You don't like swearing?
No, it's just that she's saying shit pit right in the middle of you looking at that scene kind of ruined it.
Not again!
Yeah. I'm just saying it ruined the cinematic quality of that scene.
It's great. I think it's perfect.
Why am I here again?
I don't know if I
It's like looking at the Mona Lisa and then taking a dump.
It's like all those Tarantino movies.
Right. It is terrible.
I hate that about Tarantino movies. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm supposed to be moving around now. What do I got to save the deer?
Just follow the It's like the
It
light.
seems out of phase.
Swallow.
Okay, giant rock.
Oh, you just got killed by a rock.
What?
Yeah, apparently there's a boulder that comes out of nowhere.
I had no idea there were quick time events in this.
Me neither.
There are. There's a few.
Not a fan.
Now I can't get up and past this or something?
So this is kind of like
Time
another
away.
extra.
Is Chloe still up there?
Show you how you
I have to find
manipulate
out.
the environment with time.
So go
stand,
back up to the
yeah,
tree.
stand beside the tree and rewind.
Oh, I get it. So you're going to be standing where the tree falls when you rewind, and so then you just run forward from
Yeah.
there, and you're already past the tree when
Yeah.
it falls.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And this
That's
kind of
cheating.
mechanic This
Yeah,
mechanic is
I
going to
think
be used several times.
I just hate the fact I can't run. It's like, jeez.
You can run. Hold the right trigger.
Not in this sequence.
You can't go faster when you hold down the
Why
right
is the
trigger?
deer out of phase?
Don't think you can in the storm.
I've never seen a storm like this in Oregon.
What? They're saying I've never seen it rain in Seattle.
I was going to say, like, is there storms?
No.
No, it's got plenty of storms, but a big tornado like this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the
Oh my
region.
lord!
Couldn't see that.
The tornado is back!
She wasn't looking.
Yeah,
You're
but
right.
the
The
player
camera should have
could-
waited until she
yeah.
was looking at it. They have a tornado.
Well, like, yes, but not really.
Yes, they're called whirligigs.
Okay.
You know, Narc says that, but actually, the thing with really required on gardens.
Clothesline?
No.
Takes their
Spin.
kind of whirly
Thing that spins.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like space saving.
Our grandma.
Okay, I can't jump. I'm supposed to get to the newspaper?
So you have to stand to where you want to be and then rewind to give yourself as much time as possible to go over the gap.
I like the burning.
Okay, but there's no
Yes,
gap
too.
over here.
That looks like one.
So after that big fall, before the next thing falls.
There's another big plot hole.
Or I
October
could have just
11th?
Polaroid.
Is this Friday?
Yeah?
That's only 4 days
What if it
away.
was October 15th? That could just be a newspaper in the past. Just because there's a newspaper.
Or you could just go to a newsstand. Or I don't know, you could turn on your smartphone and see what day it is.
What? I think this dream sequence has no coverage.
Chloe, you're here. I'm back. Oh my lord, this is real. It's real. Oh man, this sucks.
Max, what's going on? You totally blacked out.
I didn't black out. I had another vision. The town
There
is
was
going to
something
get
in
wiped
that
out by a
read.
tornado.
Oregon gets about 5 tornadoes every 20 years. You just zoned.
No, I saw it. I could actually feel the electricity in the air.
Come on, take a breath, okay?
Chloe, I'm not crazy. But there's something else I have to tell you. Something hardcore.
Talk to me, Max.
I had this same vision earlier in class. When I came out of it, I discovered I could reverse time.
That's not
Like I
hardcore.
said,
I thought she was going to
not
say
crazy.
LeBron was better
But
than Jordan.
high, right?
Listen to me. How do you think I
Said
saved you in the
hardcore, not
bathroom?
stupid.
By reversing time? Yeah, sure.
I saw you get shot, Chloe.
right now that has a similar kind of mechanic.
Yeah,
There's-
so these are not American folders. You would never
Really?
find those
No.
in American.
Yeah,
Those
with the
are-
holes in
no,
them.
okay.
No.
Two whole.
How do you
Two
pull
whole
them out
French
if you don't
fries.
They're a
have
little
a hole in
special.
them?
You jam your
different-
fingers in the sides
They're
painfully.
3-hole
Yeah.
binders.
Okay, well, everyone, that was episode 1, Chrysalis from Life is Strange. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I'd like to thank Narc and Funkmon and Jilly Bean. I certainly hope everyone enjoyed it. I certainly hope
We've
you'll
got to
tune in.
stick through the credits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
You know,
gonna
the
we're gonna
choices.
stick with the credits.
just
Well,
wanna-
hopefully
I just wanna
everyone will get a
insert
chance to join in for the subsequent episodes. We're going to be going through the rest of the series once a week, so please tune in for the live streams. I think next time we're going to be going for next Sunday at 10 a.m. So please feel free to tune in then. So thoughts and or feelings from people that have already done this before, as far as my choices
Deborah.
and or how they think I'm doing.
And our Greek chorus as well, whether or not you think we're helping.
As my introduction to this is going, how do you think I'm doing or not doing?
I don't think it's the kind of game where you
Lisa's
really
an
judge
animator.
that.
Yeah, it's I don't.
Well, I don't know. There was a couple of
also
choices you
agree.
guys chimed in. It's like, you did what? You're not doing that? I don't know. You just seemed kind of surprised and or.
But that's
More of that's the fun of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want
okay.
to see what you're going to do. So we already know that me and Jilly Bean have a totally different philosophy on how this game.
Yeah.
should
Oh yeah.
be.
Well, you also feel very differently about Warren too. So.
Yeah, who's awful.
Well, I'm curious to see where this goes, but I am kind of like rolling my eyes at I can change time. It's like, oh god, it's like the world revolves around the teenage mind yet again. Other than the lack of control of certain things where I feel like I could be doing something direct. It's interesting to follow, but I think, to be honest, it would probably be more interesting to watch as opposed to participate. Because I mean, like you said, I'm seeing the limitations of where they want you to go, and the choices that you have seem to be slightly like off kilter. But there's nothing radically changing, with your decision making. That whole scene in the bedroom is a perfect example where no matter what choice I made, the end result was really only one of two, and that was mainly a dynamic with the female character, which Jilly wants me to get into her pants.
Yeah, you
So-
see
I
how
don't- she does not.
They've written Max to be such a passive and shy character that all the things that you want to do directly, in terms of I want to retaliate against this person, I want to make positive action.
I want to walk more than 2 miles an hour.
Or a direct response. And they don't give you those choices. And the presumption is that, you're a high school girl, you're kind of straight-laced compared to Chloe at least. But they give Chloe those options. They say, oh, Chloe was attacked, and so she retaliated directly and immediately. But you don't have that choice.
Well,
So you're
the thing, something that I'll give these guys credit for is a lot of these complaints that, very similar things to what you guys are saying, a lot of these complaints that people were making online or had were addressed, and often directly, in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there were modifications to it.
I don't think they modified it. I think they.
Did you know that
wrote
Quiet
this
breathes
game
through
to
her
be that
skin?
way.
Did you know that, huh? That she breathes through her. She breathes through her skin. Did you know that?
Who breathes through her skin?
Quiet.
Narc's being funny.
I don't get the joke.
That's okay.
It's,
You
Metal
can
Gear
look it up
Solid.
later. So anyway, well, I definitely do want to continue with it. So we'll get the other episodes.
Are you lying?
No.
Okay.
Because we. Come on, I just
No,
announced
it
that we
had-
were going to do it. We're not going
had
to
him
tease
sold-
people.
It had him sold by that last scene, because before he was just like, yeah, I don't care, I want to get through this, and then he played the bedroom scene over 4 separate times. So I think by that time it ended.
No, the bedroom scene, I wanted to see the permutations. I wanted to see if there was a way to get
that's-
through it
that's
without
the
the
whole
assault by
Yeah.
making
That's the
her
whole thing.
happy still.
Absolutely,
And
that's the point.
yeah,
And I think it's a takedown of traditional choice games where you make your choice and unless you have multiple save files, you know, you're not going to get to explore every choice. Whereas this game's like, okay, you know, here is what your choices are. This is
But don't
all
you
of
do
the
that?
information.
Well, it's a what if. And to be honest, it's
really
more
a
of a
choose your own
Twilight
adventure
Zone.
game.
Yeah,
Or
it's
choose
more
your
of
own
a choose your own
adventure
adventure or a Twilight Zone
Where
game
you
you
can
play.
stick your thumb in there
Yeah.
and go back to that.
Yes.
And that started to get me interested in actually doing it. But the limitations around the actual mechanics and doing things, I still feel a little frustrated on, especially with the movements and actions. But the decision making and the rewinding time thing is like, okay, I get. But they haven't quite introduced me or explained enough of it yet. I don't know if we will ever get an explanation through the whole series of how and why she can do this. I'm like,
I don't think so. Yeah, I would say
seriously?
not.
And
I
it's
would
one of
say
those
it's not
things
a-
where they just
not
gotta
a
take as read, I think.
Well,
yes.
I disagree with a lot of people on that. At the end, we will probably talk about it more at the end, but a lot of people don't think there's an obvious reason. There's an obvious reason.
Does there need to be one? I guess my question is, does there need to be one?
I'm just wondering if it's all in her head.
The obvious reason is not what the developers think the obvious reason is.
What, aliens? You know, secret government ego project? What?
No. You know, like, so the developers are really trying to steer you to make certain choices, though they allow you to make others, obviously.
Well, I'm wondering what choices am I supposed to be making? See, I don't get the whole steerage aspect.
Steered to hide in the closet and take the blame for Chloe. You could have done other things.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do those other things, Chloe gets smacked in the face. You know, so the developers make it clear what they think you should do.
Really?
But you have the choice to do other things. And I think, in some situations in the game, I think that developers have indicated wrongly what you should do.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's more of a cultural tone, or
you think it's supposed to be you think it's supposed to be didactic? You think it's supposed to be, this is what we think girls should do in those situations? Because I don't think that plays out very well as things go on in this game.
I don't think it's that. I think it's coming back to this idea of you're supposed to fancy Chloe.
I don't think.
Boy, we've got a one-track mind here, ladies and gentlemen.
The whole game, I tried to move away from fancying Chloe, and I just think the one thing I want to say to people when they play it is you have to play this as if you're trying to get into Chloe, or at least you like Chloe, because I hate Chloe as a character.
All right. So
really?
Here's a report. It
the blue hair
compares
thing.
what you did to what other people did. You hid the truth, which was only 33% of what people did.
Uh-huh.
You comforted Victoria. Most people did that. You intervened to help Kate. Most people did that. You took the blame for Chloe.
Only 36. Yeah, so a third.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
you
only 2% of people blame Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
And probably all of them were British.
Okay, what else?
I saw something a few years ago that basically said that of all the nations where the major gaming platforms for consoles are available right now, the people who most often play evil or against their own natures when they play RPGs, most of them were British. I don't know why.
It's because we're always typecast as the evil characters in movies.
Well, it's the accent.
Not in World War II movies.
Wow,
yeah.
This has a lot of detail in it.
Well, I'm curious. 75% helped Alyssa, but I did not. That was basically just to satisfy Funk, so that wasn't really my choice per se. That was merely I was trying to get a reaction.
A lot of the stuff
you
you
let
straight
the
up
bird
missed.
die.
You didn't even notice the bird.
Bird.
Yeah.
No, I did notice the bird on his head. I just didn't care.
No. This is a different bird. This bird is if you're snooping around in Chloe's mom's room, the bird flies into the window and dies.
Wow.
But if you're in there, you can rewind time and then open the window for the bird. And that bird is actually a recurring character throughout the rest of the game. And now the bird is dead.
Nice. So we don't have to
Nice
do that
job.
again.
Yeah.
I didn't water the plant. Apparently there was a plant watering option. I did not notice and or care about.
Plant Lisa.
Every time
I will call the
you
bird
interact. Thank you.
Oh, God.
every time you interact with the plant, it gives you the prompt that this action might be important in future. It's a hilarious troll.
Oh, it's annoying as all heck every time I see that, because then I feel like, oh, that's something I missed. I should have done something. Wait, what's going on? All it does is make me feel anxious.
Some of it is important. So Alyssa, Alyssa's not very important, but there's a payoff for it. The bird, not very important, but you feel connected to the bird.
Mm-hmm.
That snow globe, I don't really remember if that's important.
I didn't write
Now,
on a
now,
dirty
petition
RV.
Now this is only tracking your final actions, right? The
Yeah.
one that you let stay.
Yeah.
I almost feel that because of the importance of information and using your ability to gain information without consequence, it almost needs to be tracking that. Because for me, there's a difference between the you didn't touch the pregnancy test.
Well, I
which
wanted
it
to
says
talk about
most
that
people
because
did,
yeah,
and the idea of like you looked and then rewound,
right?
As opposed to you might have just said from the first bite, I don't want to look at that, and not looked at it and let that action stay. 'Cause
Well,
to me, those are not exactly equivalent.
Here's
But
the
this
thing.
is why I think it's like a takedown of traditional choose your own sort of choice games.
Yeah,
because
choose your own
it
adventures.
Does that,
Well,
because it has that,
here's the thing that gets
give
me.
You all that information up front, and you can then choose what you want to do.
Technically, yeah. Well, no, it's just that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but just technically, if you think about it for half a second, right? The statistics there are kind of amazing. It says you touched the pregnancy test was 2%. 2% of the players apparently touched the pregnancy test, whereas I did not. Where technically I did pick it up, rewound time, and then didn't. But if you think about it.
That's almost everybody.
I know, but here's the thing.
Everybody
A
did
pregnancy
it and then
test
rewound.
being laid around where it was in her room, on the floor, and a bunch of fun things, right? If the pregnancy test was negative, it would have ended up in the trash in the bathroom and nobody would care. Nobody saves a pregnancy test that's negative. You know what I mean? Nobody keeps it. It's a pee stick. The only reason you hold on to it is because you want to show somebody, look, I'm positive.
Frame it.
That's what you save the pregnancy test for. Nobody saves the negative ones. They throw them away and then go out drinking. So yeah, for it even being there, the fact that it was there, you knew it was positive. You didn't have to touch it. You didn't have to pick it up. You know?
That's true. Yeah. You would make an assumption about even the
totally
observation without
And you could infer all of it from the rest of the stuff in her thing. So she had a maternity book. There was a note from a boy that you didn't read, Blackstar, about knocking her up and giving her money for an abortion.
Yep.
The
note, we saw the note about the appointment, and that was enough.
Yeah, the doctor's appointment.
So okay,
that's another one.
Victoria's photos. Yeah, you didn't reorganize. Yeah, I didn't touch the photos.
You can reorganize them to a finger.
The dirty RV. I don't know the point of that. Apparently, I'm surprised.
No point.
I think a lot of people let the bird die because they just didn't go into the room. They weren't snooping around, so that option didn't come up. I didn't break Snowy. Why would I break Chloe's snow globe?
You root around in her closet trying to find the album, and you accidentally break her snow globe.
Oh, okay.
You didn't root around in her closet.
I didn't
you
snoop
went
around
right
with
to
that.
The secret album box.
You left evidence for
I don't know
searching
if he
through
thought it
David's
was an
stuff.
album box, but he went straight to the box anyway.
Went right to the box.
Yep.
And who the hell keeps their CDs in the secret box?
Yeah, that's not what you do.
Put them literally on the CD player.
Yep. Okay,
Anyway.
so that is that.
Ooh, you get your trailer.
And this is what's coming up next. So, Life is Strange Episode 2, Out of Time, is going to be the next exciting episode. Hope everyone gets a chance to tune in, and we're probably going to be doing this live next Sunday at 10 a.m. Please tune in. And I certainly hope everyone is enjoying this as much as we are. Any final thoughts and or feelings before we go?
Well, Blackstar, what's your... If you had to describe this game as you've played it right now in 2 sentences, how would you do it?
Choose your own adventure with chicks. that seems to be my
Add one more sentence to that.
Absorption of this so far.
Hella cool, right?
Oh God, I was trying to stay away from
cool.
hella.
That's a good point. Wowzers, this game was hella cool. It was really awesome sauce.
It's funny. I'm getting more of a late '90s vibe from it rather than an early 2000s vibe. Do you know what I mean? The tone of certain things, especially the automobiles, because that, anytime you watch a movie or see an environment or a location, you kind of get absorbed of the period based on what you see. So I get the feeling that this is kind of a rundown town that's not really modern per se. We haven't seen the rich neighborhood of which the annoying jerk character who thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. Of course, a lot of the personalities and the interactions, they are cranked up to 11 because obviously they want to give you an impression of a character that is of the extreme rather than the regular. But the dynamics of it and the dialogue for it, I'm not quite getting the motivations from some characters yet because we haven't experienced or seen them in an environment other than the few seconds that you run into them. The jerk stepdad, the very, very strange reaction from the teacher there in the hallway when you wanted to report the weapon. I'm sorry, anybody in this day and age where some teenager reports somebody having a weapon in school, the reaction would be totally different. That was not a standard reaction of that circumstance, regardless of whether this was a rich kid there or not.
It's not a rich kid. I mean, his dad owns the school. I mean,
it doesn't matter. The police would have been called instantly. In fact, she would have been on and that's the other thing. They have smartphones and no one's using them. This is a teenage girl. She would be on that thing 24/7, all right? She would have called the police. She would have texted her friends. She would have put it up on Facebook. And why is she using this analog camera when she should be using her smartphone camera? I haven't quite understood that. They're trying to have her come off as being an old school-esque analog type of girl, but they're telling me they're not showing me so much other than the camera itself. So there's certain things that, I kind of like, and certain things it's like I thought they could have done differently. But I am interested, and I started to get interested during the whole bedroom scene of getting into the mechanic of trying different options, see what would happen if. So that seems to be where, or the impression of the game that I'm getting so far.
Would you say it was Max's dance that really made the game for you?
Not even remotely. In fact, I was getting so many flashbacks of Mass Effect 3's horrible dancing sequence with Shepard that I literally did a face palm, of which you guys couldn't see during that. But yeah, that's what I was doing when that was happening. It was just too painful to watch. So,
but I think you make kind of a good point. It seems like the developers' idea of what the United States is like came from Bruce Springsteen songs.
Kind of, yeah. It's like seeing it through the perception glasses of another culture rather than a native who's been here and lived here.
Max is kind of dressed like that girl who gets up on stage at the end of Dancing in the Dark, isn't she?
Yeah, kind of.
Wait, you mean what is that? Who is that? Who is that? Monica from Friends, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Monica from Friends.
Yep. So, anyway, okay. Anything else you guys want to say before we shut down?
No, I think I'm looking forward to the next one. I want to see how your feelings progress.
Well, obviously we've got to save her from the train that's coming. So yeah, we'll have something to look forward to.
Episode 1, it's like High School Simulator. Episode 2 is like Drug Dealer Simulator. And then
you're not trying to color my perceptions before we start, are you?
It's like the game changes substantially as it goes on.
Do the license plates in the parking lot follow in order of what kind of genre they're doing in the next episode? So we're moving from a Twin Peaks episode up to a Breaking Bad episode?
Yeah, because we did the Twilight Zone
show that's like a really bad acid trip.
Mm-hmm. Strangely enough, they did feature the X-Files a couple of times. So
that's a good acid trip.
I'm kind of getting a cross between X-Files and Twin Peaks. They don't have the weirdness of Twin Peaks, but they have the teenager with the weird magical powers out of nowhere feeling from the X-Files. That I'm definitely.
You'll get more Twin Peaks out of it
later on. Yeah. Okay.
As long as it doesn't end up being Fringe, that's all.
Yeah. All right, no Fringe. All right, so that's going to be it for us. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we certainly hope we will see you all next time. Thanks very much.
Bye.